Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for this afternoon's Matchday Live between England and Ireland from Wembley Stadium. Of course, I'm joined by my co-commentator for the day, Billy, and Alex, who will be giving his analysis before the game and at halftime, and of course afterwards. So it is a Matchday Live full roundup for you today. But as usual, please do hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the show, and of course, please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and you like what you see. And of course, you can support the channel in the usual two ways. First of all, by membership, which is the join button, I should say, underneath the three of us. And of course, super chat's available, which is the $ under the live chat, and that will guarantee your comments to be read out on this show. Good afternoon, chaps.
Good afternoon, and welcome to all those in Viewerland.
There it is. People miss that, you know, Billy, if we haven't been on for a couple
You know what?
of days.
I've just seen on TV, two Irish fans. One had fire stick on his shirt,
Yeah,
and the other had dodgy box.
Dodgy box, yeah. I think basically that's just sort of, I mean, a big shout out basically to the footballing bodies who charge a fortune for us to watch the football, of course. Right, we'll get straight into the two sides then. This is how England are going to line up, and spoiler alert, there is 3 Newcastle United players in the lineup. We line up Pickford, Walker, Gallagher, Gueye, Kane, Bellingham, Gordon, Hall, Livramento, Jones, and Madueke. Alex, fantastic to see 3 Newcastle United players all in the starting lineup.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think it's Livramento's had a mixed start to the season, but you know he's got all the right ingredients to be a right back for England. Whether he's going to be the starter or not, we don't know with players like Trent and stuff around. But he's, you know, having the 2 fullbacks that we signed because of the potential now start for England this season. You know, we're only in November.
Yeah,
we were hoping they were going to break through into England this season at some point, but for mid-November, they're both in a starting lineup is fantastic. Obviously, Gordon's retained his place. Nick Pope is off warm weather training because they just keep rotating the goalkeepers for no reason. But good lineup, interesting.
Pleased with that, Billy?
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about Kyle Walker at centre half against a side who's going to want to set pieces and lots of aerial balls into the box. But the fact of the matter is, there's 3 young Newcastle players in the England side. We haven't seen that since 1997 when England played Georgia. Robert Lee, David Batty, and Alan Shearer and Glenn Hoddles. Maybe even his first selection as England manager. So it's a massive testament to what's going on at Newcastle United at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is how Ireland line up today. They go with Kelleher in goal, O'Dowda, O'Shea, Scales, Cullen, Schmodix, Malumbi, Ferguson, McGuinness, Ebersil, however you say that bloody name, and Nathan Collins. Some decent players in that lineup, Alex.
Yeah, it's fairly balanced. It's not a bad team by any means. It's a little bit different to the one we played before. Ferguson and Schmodix up front is a nice little 2. They offer different things. Of course, Ferguson's punished us. Schmodix, we've seen quite a lot of impressive performances from the Championship and from the Premier League. Eberselli's quite nasty in midfield. He's 4 tackles a game. He's energetic. He's a good ball carrier. Collins in defence is experienced. It's not terrible. They've got a lot of warriors in that lineup and a bit of flashes of quality. So we have to make sure we do turn up because they're not pushovers. Well, we should be winning this though. Really,
yeah. Their manager Billy just saying before that they have dramatically improved since last time they played England. Anyone you're particularly worried about on the Irish side?
Not particularly worried, but we are going to be looking at wanting a goalkeeper the next year or two. I think the Irish goalkeeper is one to look at because he's a fantastic young keeper, Kevin Kelleher. He'll be out of Liverpool in the summer, and I think he's one that we could actually look at.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good player, Alex Kelleher. And is he somebody that would interest you as a Newcastle fan?
Possibly. I think we'd have to look a bit more. Of course, he's famous for going through the cup runs with Liverpool and winning a trophy as a cup goalkeeper, to be fair to him. Yeah. I'll have to see him a lot more because the way we play, we heavily rely on certain things from a goalkeeper. So we'd have to make sure we get the right profile of goalkeeper. You know, we can't have a Dubravka again. We can't have anybody sort of rooted to their line. So there are certain features we're going to need.
And of course, a massive shout out to the Toon Review sponsor, which is, of course, Mamaroo Records. If you're ever in the northeast and around the Whitley area, pop in and see Steve there, and he'll do a fantastic deal on vinyl and t-shirts, etc. If you're a big music fan, if you mention the Toon Review to him, and he also has a website which is pinned at the top of the description. Get yourself on there. Sam's already done it. Bought a vinyl and loves it. So please do, if you're a big music fan, like I know a lot of you are out there, please check out Mamaroo Records. And once again, a massive thank you to Steve for his fantastic sponsorship of the channel. Right, Harry Kane's up front today, Alex. Obviously, Billy is a big fan. Now, I watched you two commentate the other night, and dare I say we looked better without Kane?
I think we always do.
Yeah.
We've very much, especially now we've kind of dropped, whether it's through players pulling out or a combination of tactics. We weren't playing sort of Eze, Foden, Palmer. We weren't trying to shoehorn in a bunch of number 10s to all play in the same kinds of areas. We went a little bit more old school. We had two traditional wingers in Madueke on the right, Gordon on the left. We had a striker who could run, and it was a lot more balanced. Bellingham was the guy who was kind of floating and doing that kind of loner role, and it worked quite well especially with Gallagher and Jones putting in a lot of effort. It was lovely and balanced, and it's a good system. And unfortunately, when Harry Kane plays, the kind of systems, the way systems work in modern football is if you've got even a player giving 90% instead of 100, it can, you get exposed and things don't work properly, especially with things like pressing and counterattacks. And I don't like how we play with Harry Kane. I think he has to, everybody else has to adapt because Kane's on the pitch. And I don't think that's how football should work.
Just a quick question before you go, Alex, because the players are coming out now. Tangy says, a question for you. Thoughts on the Swedish striker partnership last night would be ideal for the Toon?
It was quite tasty. I don't know if anybody's seen the highlights of the Sweden game, but yeah, Isak looks super, super confident now, up to full speed. And him and Gyökeres together, it looks quite impressive. Still question marks over whether he could do this in a different league. Well, I don't think he could do quite what he's doing now. He's scored like 60 odd goals in the same amount of games. There's only a couple of players in world football that can do that, but it's interesting to say the least. But I think that ship has sailed. I think the price would be astronomical for Victor Gyökeres now.
Absolutely. Right, matey, we'll let you go and watch the game, and we'll see you at half-time, bud.
See you soon, everyone.
Take it easy, man. So that was Mr. or Monsieur Stato. He will be back at halftime. I mean, what are you looking forward to the most in this game, Billy? Because, and I know people say, "Oh, it's England. I don't care about England," but we do on this channel. We do the watch-alongs. We do like to watch England, and hopefully, things are going to improve in January when Tuchel comes in. But the rain's pouring down at Wembley. It's starting to get bitterly cold across England. I mean, what are you looking forward to?
Well, obviously, the three Newcastle players playing in tandem. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing Curtis Jones and Conor Gallagher again put their outstanding the other night, giving Bellingham the freedom to play. Just don't want to see Harry Kane step in his channels because he can get his way.
Well, that's what I noticed the other night when you two were commentating, and it was blatantly obvious to see, was that, Bellingham had a lot more space than he does when Kane plays, because Kane keeps dropping back, and that's the annoying thing about Harry Kane. Yeah,
he just gets in his ways. He wants the ball all of the time. It doesn't matter where it is on the pitch. Unfortunately, when he has the ball, it does England no good whatsoever, unless in the penalty box, slot the ball away, which he very rarely is in this day and age.
Trevor says Hall and Gordon up the left will leave Zimmer Kane too far behind. Well, the thing is, Billy, if Kane plays his normal position up front, I mean, the guys that we've got on the wings can put deliveries in today.
Yes,
and if he's in the right place, he could get a few goals.
I mean, not just Anthony Gordon putting crosses in. We've got Madueke on the other side, who also had a fantastic game of the night. Crosses in. Harry Kane will probably come up with goals against his name. But he just wants the ball at all times, whether it's corners, free kicks, throw-ins, wants the ball. Greedy, selfish player. Not good enough for England anymore. Too old, too slow. No motivation there for him.
I mean, what did you think of Ollie Watkins the other night, Billy? Do you think he is the answer, the successor to Kane, or are you still unsure?
Well, he scored his goal, but having said that, I could have scored that goal. I wasn't that impressed with him, to be perfectly honest. I would like to have seen Solanke get a go, see what he's like.
Yeah.
But Watkins, he scored his goal. That's all you can ask for. Apart from that, though, I thought his all-round game wasn't great. But
yeah. Lewis Adams says Harry Kane has a great pressing game. It's called depressing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue with that. Alexander says playing international and playing for a club is different, but would be amazing to see. Talking about Gyökeres there. Trevor says now there's 3 Toon players. I'm suddenly interested in England again. But that's the thing, isn't it, Billy? I mean, for us Newcastle fans, England haven't been, the football's been drab. Let's be honest. Over the last few years, I know we've made it to the almost winning a tournament, but the football itself hasn't been great. But now we've got 3 Newcastle players in this. It just brings memories back for us who remember the last time this happened. But now that the youth fans coming through, be able to see 3 Newcastle players in a starting England side.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's been a long time. Even while these Southgate eras, we very rarely had Newcastle players involved. Kieran Trippier has been signed, of course, but we're going back to Kieran Dyer, Jermaine Genius, that kind of era, aren't we? For last time we had real consistent selections in the squad. Andy Carroll played a couple of times, but very few and far between. And now we've got 3 starting, and all 3 of them are young players who can get themselves on the end of 100 caps. They want to.
Absolutely.
It's up to them.
It could be these 2 could be the fullbacks for England for years to come, and hopefully, Tuchel will be watching, obviously, and I would hope that he's going to be impressed by what he sees. But you're right, Livramento hasn't had a blistering start to the season, has he? So it's very important for him to play well today, but also coming back to Newcastle and keep getting better like he has been over the last few games. I think he will start against West Ham. I think he's ahead of Trippier in the pecking order now, and as long as he keeps performing.
I'd like to see him, both fullbacks actually help in kind of attacking situations. We all know they can defend. It's whether they can contribute an attacking point of view. We know they both can for Newcastle United. Can they do it for England? I think they can, absolutely.
Now, we will be going back to old school for the match where I'll put myself on the big screen so people can see the clock, etc. I know we've got graphics.
It's pretty big anyway, Paul.
Well, okay. Well, we'll just leave it like that then. If people can see it, then we'll just leave it like that.
It's huge.
Why not? Yeah. Thanks.
You're wearing a Castori kit, by the way.
They are indeed. And it is going to be Ireland to get us underway. Any sort of score prediction you're going for, Billy Bob?
2-0, 3-1, something like that. 3-0.
Well, we're underway. And let's see what today's game brings us as, Ireland, for them, Billy, it's, long gone are the days of where they had some real superstars in the side. But young Ferguson is certainly coming through as one. But at the minute, it's Matterface and Dixon on ITV commentary. We might get a few more viewers in by a few minutes into the game, Billy, when they become fed up with them too.
Oh, Lee Dixon, Christ.
Oh, God, they're terrible. Anyway, Pickford hits it long, looking for Madueke earlier on. Conor Gallagher, who you were impressed with the other night, Billy. I was really very surprised, given what you had to say about Gallagher.
Wasn't a fan of him at Chelsea, but the move to Spain's obviously done him the world of good. He was outstanding.
Yeah.
And, even despite having a yellow card, he could have been sent off, but he shouldn't have been booked.
That yellow card was ridiculous, by the way. That just created Madueke caught late there, but the referee allows play to go on. As Kyle Walker lays it off to Madueke. Now Conor Gallagher back to Walker again. A little bit of one-touch football in the midfield for England early doors. Gallagher's got Lewis Hall here. First touch of the game for him, and he finds Mark Guehi. Could that be a combination in January, Billy?
Who knows?
Oh, that's a lovely ball. Can Madueke keep it in? No, it skids off the surface, but a very good attempt to play Madueke in. And a positive start from England as we're looking at Hemir Hallgrimsson, who is the head coach of the Republic of Ireland. But it is going to be... I like this goalkeeper, Kelleher, Billy, and he has stated recently that, he wants to be number one. He wants to push Alisson all the way at Liverpool. But the problem is when you've got Alisson in front of you, they've also, they've signed what's-his-face as well, haven't they?
Mamadashvili's there next one.
Mamadashvili. So Kelleher wouldn't be a bad guy to go and get.
I think he's an excellent goalkeeper. I really do. He fits all the, he's playing at Liverpool. He's a sweeper keeper. He's a young player. Obviously, young goalkeepers make mistakes, but the amount he's made has been few and far between. He looks like an excellent goalkeeper. Brilliant shot stopper as well.
He is. Saved the penalty at the weekend, of course, against Finland as well. As England have the ball with Lewis Hall, and he spins, gets the ball back now to Jude Bellingham, who's come very deep to receive it, and he slides it into Conor Gallagher, back to Bellingham. And for the moment, Billy, Kane is playing up front. He's not dropping back because
that's good. Bellingham has.
Yeah, well, Curtis Jones is there as well, of course. But I like seeing different players in the England team, Billy. Now it's not the same boring lot that I know there's a lot of injuries and pullouts and stuff, but it gives these guys a real chance to shine.
I 100% agree. Hungry players, what you want.
And they'll know, of course, Billy, that the Tuchel is watching.
100%. Although he's not there apparently. Should be.
Would you? Well, maybe he should be, but I mean, it's Carsley's farewell. I don't think Tuchel wants the attention taken off anybody else, really.
Is Carsley going back to the 21s, is he?
I'm not. I don't know. I presume so. I haven't heard anything official, but I would presume. I presume they've held that job open for him when he took the interim one.
I know he's linked with the Coventry job.
Yeah. Well, which I still can't believe is available. It's staggering. It really is. Anyway, Gahey has the ball for England. Midway through the island half, lays it off to Gallagher. Livramento and acres of space on this right-hand side. Now what can Tino do? Plays it into Madueke, who took a heavy touch and lost the ball. Not great from the Chelsea winger there. And Ireland have the ball back, and they've been pressed very hard by England, really scrapping to get the ball. And Madueke breaks into the box now for England, taking players on left, right, and centre, drills it across. Kelleher did well, and the shot comes in from Jones, and that's deflected over the bar. But great run there by Madueke, Billy, and Kelleher did really well because he got a good clearance on the ball.
Yeah, he did. He covered his near post nicely. Brilliant run from Madueke. Bit greedy, perhaps, but I think he was crossing it, and he got good foot behind it. It's definitely low block for Ireland, isn't it?
Absolutely. Curtis Jones got a good hit in there, actually.
He did, yeah.
Defender did well to get in the way of it. But it is an England corner, which Madueke is going to take left-footed. There's a couple of England players over there looking for a short corner, but I think we're going to see it come into the box, especially when we've got so much height in there and so many good headers of the ball. Madueke, Kyle Walker's header at the near post is over the bar. And he'd be probably disappointed he didn't get that on target, Billy.
Yeah, possibly should have done better than that. Got a good contact on it. Too good contact, to be fair. Just need a glance in there, and he's got too much head in it. Yeah, it's a good angle on it, but just too hard.
Of course, there's some very good headers of the ball in that box. You've got Bellingham, you've got Kane, you've got,
Guehi.
I mean, but they decided to go near post there, which was a good move. I mean, that was a training ground move without a shadow of a doubt there. As Ireland try and break the press of England. And it seems to me, Billy, that, England are adopting this sort of intense style that, dare I say, Newcastle have got.
Well,
I mean, Ireland get the ball here in the first 5-6 minutes of the game, and they're swarmed by England players. Bellingham, there you go. Another interception by Jude. And he's taken down by Ferguson. Free kick to England. Bellingham doesn't make anything of it. Just tripped him up from behind. England get on with the game really quickly. And it's with Livramento now. Madueke ahead of him. Slides it into him. Madueke has to come back, though. And he's laid that back to Kyle Walker. Walker drills it across to Lewis Hall now. Lewis Hall brings it over the halfway line. Finds his Newcastle colleague, Anthony Gordon. Plays it inside now to Curtis Jones. Jones slips it into Bellingham. Bellingham has Hall in support, but lays it out further wide for Gordon. Bellingham then goes on a charge and run down the left. Gordon tries to take a man on, but it bounces back to Lewis Hall. Jones now to Kyle Walker. Again, Livramento in acres of space on the right. But Walker tries a ball in towards Harry Kane. It was well defended and thumped into the night sky. Hall brings it down brilliantly and finds Bellingham. Back to Hall. Hall now. Again, using his strength, but two Ireland players there coming to take the ball off him. But again, the England press is right there. 3 players. But that's brilliant play from the Irish. Who's that kid there? 21.
Ebisele, is it?
Yeah, what a run this is. But Guehi comes back. But he beat 3 England players there quite easily.
Yeah.
But in the end, Marco comes across, and it's now back with Jordan Pickford, who will be looking for a better game than last time he played at Wembley.
100%. 100%. But he played well against Greece, some real crucial saves.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Gordon now for England, into Bellingham. I like the way these two link up for England, Gordon and Bellingham.
He's gone.
In here, chance for Gordon, good defending, came back into corner, but very good defending from Collins, because Gordon was just about to clip it inside and rifle it with his right foot. But again, lovely little ball in from Bellingham, and Gordon's in. But Collins, who's a very big man, bloody hell, the height difference between him and Gordon is quite substantial there, Billy. But good work again down the left from England.
Yeah, it was a great run off the ball from Gordon to go into the space, but Bellingham's vision was fantastic. Yeah. Just slightly overhit the pass and allowed Collins to get a foot in. But promising from England.
Those of you asking how the Lasses got on, they drew 1-1, equalised in the 99th minute at St James's Park. I watched the first half and I wasn't that impressed. But they've dug back to get a point. So well done to the Lasses. But Sam and Aaron will bring you up to date with all of that at 8 o'clock on Tuesday for the War Lasses show. So tune in for that, because there's a few surprises coming in that, Billy, isn't there? So
yes, there is indeed.
It should be a fabulous show. Gordon with the corner then. In it comes, and he can't clear the first man. But he's got the ball straight back. He's got Madueke in support. This time he tries to float it. I thought it was a bad ball originally, but then there was an England player flying through the air who just missed out. I mean, Kelleher, to be fair to him, kept his eye on the ball very well. It was Bellingham who went flying through the air. It wasn't far away.
No, it was a poor cross, wasn't it? It was
just too much
a cross and a shot, wasn't it?
Yeah,
too close to the goalkeeper. Poor corner from Gordon. He's got to improve those as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a great corner as the ball goes straight out of play from the goal kick from Kelleher. He'll not be too happy with that. And Guehi brings the ball away for England again. Lewis Hall in support of him. Guehi doesn't use him. He drills a ball over the top. Oh, almost a fabulous ball for Bellingham, who'd made a brilliant run. And in goes Madueke to make the tackle. That's a throw into Ireland deep in their own half. But again, a great run from Bellingham, Billy. Well spotted by Guehi.
Yeah, he's winning everywhere, isn't he? Bellingham wants to be the star of the show, and we all know he's got the capabilities of doing that as well.
Indeed. Still goalless, coming up to 10 minutes gone in the first half, but I think a decent start by England, Billy. I've liked what I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, we're on the front foot, pressing, want to be, on the attack all the time, playing against a low block, but yeah, it's pretty good so far.
Well, Ireland have a throw in just inside their own half here. Thank you for watching, everybody, on Matchday Live. Please do subscribe if you're new, of course, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. And do please check out our sponsors, Matheroo Records. Their link is pinned at the top of the description. Good header by Livramento. And this time Walker. A bit of head tennis going on here. Ireland bring the ball down now, though. And immediately Madueke intercepts. I mean, Ireland just can't answer this press from England so far. Here's Bellingham now. Slides it back to Madueke. This is brilliant football from England. Madueke heading towards the penalty area. Needs to get his head up. Slides it into Gallagher. Lays it off again for Bellingham. Bellingham twisting and turning. Gets a shot and it's blocked. Gallagher's got his hands up for a handball. He's not going to get it. But again, excellent football. But again, Madueke, Billy, just that last decision.
Yeah, Bellingham is so hungry, isn't he? Bellingham is so hungry. He's everywhere at the minute.
He certainly is. But just a poor pass. It was overhit pass to Gallagher and slightly behind him. Anyway, here's Curtis Jones as the England continue the press on the Irish defence. Kyle Walker to Bellingham. Back to Walker again. He'll send it to Madueke. Cuts it inside for Livramento. Little bit of one touch, but Madueke gives it away again. And now Ireland trying to break with Ferguson, but really they've got not many options up, and they have to spin and turn and go back to keeper. But brilliant work from Conor Gallagher, intercepts the ball. Gallagher back to Madueke, and Madueke just can't beat the man. Bellingham goes sliding in. It's really all over the shop right now. Bellingham, that's a brilliant nutmeg to the byline, and he wins the corner.
Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant for Bellingham again, Billy.
He started the game like a house on fire, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Literally everything he's touched has turned into gold. Won't be long before he gets a goal at this rate.
Lovely little nutmeg, that, wasn't it? But well won back by Conor Gallagher on the right-hand side.
Yes, he's been impressive so far again, hasn't he?
Madueke is certainly putting in the effort, but he's lost the ball a few times. I think he needs to do better, just with his final ball, really.
He does.
Anyway, corner to England, which Madueke himself will take. It's a deeper one this time, looking for the header Walker, and well, Madueke, I think, would have been offside had he touched the ball, so he leaves it for a goal kick. So, just over 10 minutes gone. Well, 12 minutes gone. Billy, your thoughts?
Very promising start from England. Obviously, they're going to be against a low block. But, I mean, Kyle Walker's heading it like Dan Burn there. Yeah, it's a low block, and we're going to have to be creative to get through it. Jude Bellingham is being that spark so far. Be interesting to see Madueke get into the game more because, as you've said, he's lost the ball a couple of times trying to do positive things. But on the whole, you look pretty good, and the attitude's great, and the football's great.
Yeah. Okay, he in a foot race again and does really well. Lewis Hall gets it back to Gahey, just stays in play, back to Pickford, and that's a better clearance from him. Gordon can't win it in the air. Hall plays it forward into Harry Kane. Kane can't hold the ball, and Ireland get it back. Well, I'm not saying nothing, Billy. I'm saying nothing.
He's become a bit of a laughing stock, hasn't he?
Which is a shame because, you know...
Yeah, he's still scoring goals in the Bundesliga, you know.
But I think his time is about up for England, unless Tuchel can work something with him and play to what strengths he still has. But Ireland now coming down the left-hand side, Livramento defending well. Gallagher biting at the feet again. Great stuff from England. They're just not giving Ireland 2 seconds on the ball. Well, Kane is. just as I said that comment, Harry Kane just stops running, chasing for the ball. So
he broke into an amble there, didn't he?
Well, it was definitely, yeah, I would definitely describe that as an amble, Billy, definitely. And it's back with Kelleher now. England have pressed them all the way back. Collins drives it out to the left-hand side for Ireland as they try and build something up. Ball Geordie says, what is the point of Harry Kane in this England team? He serves no purpose.
Well, ex-manager, of course, doesn't he? He used to pick the team, so still holds some sway there. That's the only reason as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Good defending, Lewis Hall again there. Cracking stuff. Had to watch that very, very carefully and did all the way. Gahey now down to Jones. Nice little turn by Jones, was blocked off. Free kick to England. Confident turn, that.
I'm a fan of Curtis Jones. Stato's not so much of a fan of him, but I think he's got all the little touches he needs. A very creative player, cocky player, what you want.
Listen, if you can get into a regular place in that Liverpool side, you're doing something right. Considering the plethora of talent they've got in that squad. So he must be half decent. I mean, Klopp liked him, and certainly the new manager likes him as well, doesn't he?
Yes.
Arnie Schlott. I still sound that name doesn't sound right to me. It just doesn't. Anyway, here's Kyle Walker in the centre circle. Gallagher. Oh, beautiful ball by Gallagher to Livramento down the right. And Livramento tried to just get it into Madueke, but it was well intercepted. But Conor Gallagher's won it back again. Madueke back to Gallagher, flicks it into Livramento. Livramento makes a run for the byline, but just takes a heavy touch, and it's behind for a goal kick to Ireland. Gallagher, I mean, that was great work by Gallagher. He's clearly learning something over there in Atletico under a certain passionate manager, shall we say, Billy?
Yeah, 100%. He's a different player for me, and he's a much better player. A much better player.
Yeah. Listen, you can always improve when you go to a manager with the standard of Simeone, and you can clearly see where his game's improved. Kelleher with a goal kick for Ireland then. Out to this right-hand side. And again, it's just floated straight out of play. And he hasn't quite got his passing boots on tonight, Kelleher. Commentator's curse, Billy?
Yeah, Nick Popish, isn't it? Popish.
Very much. Yeah, very much. Gay brings it away now for England. Slides it into Kyle Walker, who in turn across to Livramento, who has a bit of space here. Down this right-hand side. Nothing ahead of him. So it goes back to Walker. Inside to Gahey. Gahey to Lewis Hall. Hall then plays it out left to Anthony Gordon, who we haven't seen very much of in this game so far.
Yeah, he's finding hard to find space, isn't he? He's doubled up every time he gets the ball. We need Hall to overlap him and take plays away from him. That will help him out, really.
Yeah. It obviously also depends on what Lewis Hall has been told, whether he has that freedom to overlap on a regular basis. It is Lee Carsley. Good work by Hall to get it back to Curtis Jones now. Ireland just sitting deep under Billy. They're just
yeah. It's very low block, isn't it? They've come for
Bellingham.
point.
He's so strong on the ball, Jude Bellingham, isn't he? Just sticks that ass out, a bit like Joe Linton, isn't he? Just they can't get the ball off him.
He's an unbelievable player. He really is when he wants to be.
Yeah,
he has got a bit of prima donna about him, but
without a doubt, he has. Without a doubt,
when he's on his game,
he's fantastic. Oh, the Ireland fans are in good voice at Wembley Stadium. O'Shea with the throw. Gallagher. That's a great ball across to Livramento, who's in plenty of space. Kieran, thank you for being a member on the channel for 8 months. Much appreciated. I've loved being a member of this great channel. Can't wait for more content. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Kieran. As Livramento has the ball again on the right-hand side. Gallagher now goes across to Gahey. Gahey blasts one in there. Kane did well to get a touch on the, or actually Bellingham. Just tried to play it across to Curtis Jones, who was the on-rushing player, but he was blasted in, to be fair. Madueke now. Overlap from Livramento, but it was poor ball by Madueke. He hasn't had a great half, Madueke, has he?
Yeah, Madueke's not doing Livramento any favours either, is he? He's,
no.
Poor passing and stuff like that.
Ball back in play. Conor Gallagher has the ball. Livramento in space again down this right-hand side. Back to Conor Gallagher into Kane. Kane, I mean, he didn't have... to be fair there, I mean, he just didn't have any space available. The Ireland player was on him in a shot.
He called for the ball, though, Paul, you know.
He did. He did. Yep. Absolutely. Livramento again. Now back to Gallagher. Back to Livramento. Nice football between them two. Livramento turned. Just a bit of a heavy touch again from Tino, but allowed the tackle to come in. Gallagher. Tino. Now Gallagher again. Good ball back to Gahey. England start the build-up again. Gahey looking for runners. Lovely touch by Jones into Bellingham. Bellingham heads towards the penalty area. It's still Jude Bellingham. Lovely little flick back to Gordon now. Gordon on his right foot, but he's running away from goal at the moment. And his Newcastle teammate was screaming for the ball there on the right-hand side, but eventually it does find Livramento, and he can face the defender this time, maybe make a go for the byline, but he gets it back to Madueke. Now Kane. See, Kane shouldn't be there. Kane should be in the penalty area. Hall. Beautiful ball in towards Harry Kane.
Unlucky.
Yeah. And Harry Kane immediately acknowledged the ball in from Lewis Hall. It was a cracker. Gordon now getting back to help out defensively. But this kid here, 21 for Ireland, he's a player, Billy. Well, it was a good tackle by Livramento, says the referee. Although I don't think the Ireland fans agreed with that too much. Ball down the line. I mean, Harry Kane. I mean, he started running for it, and then he realised that he just hasn't got the pace of Collins, and gave up.
It's a waste of time just playing the ball to him. It's a waste of time.
Apparently, Adrian Durham from Talk Sport, who I quite like, said Gallagher was poor in the last game and only give him a 4.5 rating, Billy.
Well, he must have been on the pop then.
Yeah. I mean, normally I agree with a lot about Adrian Durham. Says he doesn't worry about upsetting anybody, but I don't agree with that.
He's probably seen the yellow card and he probably was looking not to get sent off after he got his yellow card.
Yeah.
But he probably took it from that kind of way. But
Ferguson chasing Gahey here, and the collide together, and
free kick, ref.
I think he's given a corner to Ireland.
It's a free kick, ref.
Oh no, Gahey's put his thumb up again this time. So let's have a look. Well, I mean, Gahey's pulling his shirt, Billy.
To be fair, he is 6-1.
Wow.
It's not a free kick, but 6-1.5 doesn't either.
Wow. You've got to be careful in the modern day to be pulling shirts like that. What's he stopped?
What's the ref doing here?
I think it took a goal kick when the ball was rolling, Billy.
Oh God! This is one of these highly overvicious
I mean, there's
referees.
no need to bring the game back that far, was there? I mean, he didn't stop it till the ball was almost at the halfway line. Shocking. Okay, he brings the ball forward for England into Curtis Jones. Jones to Lewis Hall. Inside again to Jones. England are making runs forward. Jones flicks it towards Madueke. Everybody got out the way of it. Madueke then takes it off Calner Gallagher and runs it out. He's had a stinking half, Madueke. Oh, dear me. That was a terrible touch.
Yeah, he's not been great. He's having one of the Jacob Murphy games, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. As we see Robbie Keane up there in the stands. Billy, we may as well do what we normally do on international commentary. You take the next part of the first half.
Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that, but here we go.
Well, there you go, mate. That's how the internationals work, isn't it? So there you go.
I mean, look at Tony Adams' coat. It's a cracker, that, isn't it? That yellow coat he was wearing.
Well, you're not going to miss him in the dark, are you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know where he bought that from. Anyway, it's a goal kick for the Irish, which Kelleher hoofs down the pitch. Looking for O'Shea. Gets a flick on O'Shea. Then it's kicked on by Festus. Lewis Hall has it now. Cuts inside. Beautiful bit of skill from Hall. Plays it back to Pickford in the England goal. Pickford has Walker short, and he also has Grahey short. But he's just walking up the pitch with the ball at his feet, Pickford. No one pressing him. He could go the whole length of the pitch himself here, but doesn't he? Plays to Walker. Gives to Walker. The run off the ball from Madueke, not spotted. Long traverse ball, looking for Gordon. Never going to get that. O'Shea's on the cover. Will be a goal kick. In fact, he's given a free kick for the push by Gordon.
Yeah.
So it'll be a free kick just short of the byline, really, for the Irish, which Kelleher will probably take himself.
Tangy's saying, Billy, that Tony Adams has auditioned for Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah, it could well be. Same colour as the paint in the Chinese shop, isn't it?
Well, you could imagine him in that show, couldn't you? He'd be a proper wheeler and dealer.
Proper trigger.
Aye, yeah.
Anyhow,
by a Rolls Royce.
Kevin Kelleher has taken the ball and kicked it as long as he could. Jump in the air between Collins and Guehi. It's filtered its way back to Kyle Walker, who's studying his options from centre-back position. Plays it into Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones turns, heads towards plays the ball through the middle, looking for the run of Anthony Gordon. Was that Harry Kane? No, it's Anthony Gordon. But no point trying to pass it to Harry Kane. And out of play it goes for a goal kick. It's gone a bit stale, Paul, the past 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, it has. It just sort of died off a little bit. England have sort of dropped off that intensity that they started with, and I think, obviously, Ireland have grown into the game, but it definitely has died down. Some of the passes are going a bit squee-whiff, shall we say?
Yeah. Long kick from Kelleher again, looking for Ferguson, but great, he gets there first. Festus has it now. Epicelli. Back then to number 8.
Is his first name Uncle Billy?
Yes, Uncle Festus. Malumbi is it the number 8, the West Bromwich Albion player.
Yeah.
Back then to Collins. Square he goes to the far side, where it is with a left back, who I can't remember who it is. Down the line he goes though. Smudix has it now. Does he keep it in just about? But it's intercepted by Gallagher, and now it's with Livramento into Jones. Jones goes past one, past two.
Brilliant. Go on, son.
Great strength from Jones. Gone past 4 players there. Plays it wide for Gordon. Gordon for the first time has 1-against-1. Waits for the defender to come back. Cuts inside his right foot. Studies his options. He's got Jones on his outside again. He gives it to Curtis Jones. Jones with a little ball in front for Bellingham. And now it's with Hall. Back to Bellingham. And square he goes inside for Gordon. Gordon with a little ball in for Jones. And England have gone backwards here.
I thought Gordon could have done better there, Billy.
Yeah, I do. Livramento, far side. Inside then to Gallagher. It's very much attack versus defence. 2 lines of 5 in front of the ball from the Irish. And England struggling to break them down at the minute. Cross comes in, a bit of a panic cross from Gallagher. Deflected out for a throw in, level with a penalty area off Sammy Schmodix.
Looked like a very frustrated kind of cross that. But what a run that was by Curtis Jones, Billy. I mean, he must have beaten about 6 Irish players there.
Brilliant. And I think it needs something like that to break these down because they're very resolute defence, aren't they? Yeah, here's your aforementioned Jones again. Goes square to Lewis Hall. Hall comes down for Gordon. Again, he's got 2 against him. Probably come back to Hall, he does too. Here's Hall, cuts in field on his left foot. Square he goes into Jude Bellingham and square again to Kyle Walker. Livramento, Walker. Just keeping possession at the minute, England. Not pushing the button to go forward. Now Gordon's got a chance to go 1-on-1. Hall's gone in the overlap. Good ball from Gordon. Hall at the byline.
Oh!
It's a good cross, but it's cut out of the near post by the 22 Collins.
He's done well, that Collins, Billy. I'm impressed with him. He's reading the game really well.
Yeah, first time Hall's gone forward. Cross from Jones, looking for Kane, doesn't even jump. A little backflip from Livramento back to Walker. Good play that from Livramento. Now Walker has Guehi square and gives it to Guehi, and then he got Lewis Hall further square. Guehi's trying to look for a pass, a cutting edge pass, but doesn't in the end. Goes to Lewis Hall. Back down here for Gordon. Cutting the side back to Jones and Hall again. Starting to find a bit of space now, England, for the past minute or two.
Yeah.
Jones inside there for Kane. It's come deep. Gallagher back to Guehi. Again, 2 lines of 5. It's hard to break these down. It really is. Livramento from Walker. Pressured by Schmodix. Schmodix gets a foot in. Will be a throw into England.
Finding those back 5, the 2 lines of 5, really hard to break down. And we just saw Livramento there, Billy, cutting in, playing a lot more through actually in the middle, wasn't he?
Yeah.
They just tried to create a bit of space.
They are indeed. It's Curtis Jones, who's been very, very positive so far. Wide for Gordon. And now he's got a chance to go, but it's Hall, in fact. Back to Jones. Jones just standing on the ball, looking for people to make a run. He's got one from Gordon. Nice little ball. Can Gordon get there? He can. He just plays it back into anywhere. We're just keeping it in.
Yeah.
But there's pressure for England, but Ireland play through it quite nicely, actually. Although it has come to
it's like a training session, this, Billy.
It is. It's testimonial stuff, isn't it? It's attack versus defence. Gallagher has it at the minute. Goes wide for Livramento. Got Madueke further wide if he wants him. Does. Goes in the underlap of him. Madueke just taking his player on. Not been great first half, Madueke. Can he change that little 1-2 with Gallagher? That's better. Gets a cross in. Jones went for the ball. He's offside there, surely. Madueke.
Pass the ball, man.
Has to pass the ball. Wants a handball. Doesn't get one. Looked offside anyway, but
he had 4 men in front of him there, Billy. There was no way he was going to get a shot on goal, and there was 3 England players calling for the ball.
Yeah, it was very
terrible
greedy.
Division, that.
Yeah, very greedy. I thought it was offside, I must be honest. But anyway, we're on attack again with Lewis Hall. Wide for Anthony Gordon. Ebisani comes to match him up. Square he goes for Curtis Jones. Little nonchalant pass back with him and Jude Bellingham. And now it's Mark Guehi who's playing as a midfield player. That's how advanced we are on the pitch. Here's Gordon. Going to the byline, and tackle comes in. Will be a corner to England.
This Festi guy, I tell you what, he's some player, him. He's built like a brick poo house as well.
He's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Here's Bellingham from the corner. Goes wide. Madueke goes back for Bellingham. Brilliant. Just not enough angle on the ball there to get the ball in.
He couldn't turn his body quick enough to get the ball back across there.
It's a great
work again. Yeah.
It's a brilliant bit of play, but obviously too much angle to try and score, but brilliant from Bellingham.
Yeah, he's right by the byline. Better ball by Madueke as well, but better heads-up play.
Yes, it was. Half an hour gone, still no goals. Keller has not really had a save to make, has he, Paul?
No, he hasn't. And I think that'll be one frustrating thing for England is they haven't really tested the keeper for all the possession that we've had. It's very much attack versus defence. Ireland getting out their half on a couple of occasions, but Kelleher not called into action, I think, will be the frustrating thing so far. We played some decent stuff.
Hall gets caught out almost. Guehi comes to his rescue there. Back to the keeper from Gallagher, who's covering as well. Now Pickford has it. Pickford taking his time, all in orange tonight.
Yeah.
Square he goes to Walker. And now Curtis Jones.
Pickford's a spectator, Billy, to be fair, isn't he?
Here's Lewis Hall. It's a poor pass from Lewis Hall. Cuts out and back it comes.
Was it a poor pass or was it just Harry Kane?
Yeah, it may well have been Harry Kane. Yeah, of course it was. I thought it was him who was aiming.
Yeah, you have to ask that question now every time a pass comes into him. Oh,
what a ball that is! And Hall couldn't take it down. Will be a throw-in, but good run from Lewis Hall, but just couldn't take that. It was a tough ball to take down. To be fair,
that was a cool whip ball, Billy, from Bellingham there.
Yeah. Here's Dar O'Shea.
Come on.
Taking his time. Long ball down the line with a throw-in. Head from Hall. Bellingham takes on his chest. Lovely little flick to Gallagher.
Oh, dear me. Ow.
There's no foul there, ref.
Ref, come on.
They both fell over at the same time.
I mean, Schmodic has gone down holding his knee. I mean, Gallagher lost his balance, Billy, and just fell. And then Schmodic's kind of fell as well. They both go for the ball. Gallagher pulls out. He's never touched him.
He's never touched him, no. Schmodic has gone down through the pitch.
I think it's the way he put his... I guess the contact with the pitch, Billy, did his studs get caught? And he's...
Yeah, it's going to be a bad one, this, Schmodic.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the referee stop and play for a free kick for, I'm sure.
Bit of concern here, but he's sitting up. But that was a nasty one. It was weird. You don't see that very often when players. I mean, Gallagher clearly pulled out of going for the ball.
Yeah.
And then lost his balance. Schmodic at the same time was probably anticipating Gallagher going in. And then he put his studs into the ground and he's done his I think his knee's the problem. Although
knee or ankle, yeah, it's one of the two.
The camera's miles away for some reason, but
yeah. I mean, that might be a good idea.
I mean, this doesn't look good for Schmodic, Billy. He's gone back to lying down now. I can't see any I can. They are going to make a change, Billy. You can see the sub over there on the far side coming down. He's stripped, ready to come on. So it's obviously a nasty one, this.
Yeah, I can see the stretch. There's one on the far side of the pitch. Eventually be brought on. So, yeah, the cameras are well away from the actual incident. And, yeah, it's definitely going to be coming off. Could be a bad one, this, for Sammy Schmodic.
It's always that, Billy, where, you know, he's on his feet. Who is that?
It's Dave Watson.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Dave Watson, that.
Wow.
He would have had long hair when we watched him play.
I didn't see much of him, Billy. I remember his long hair. I definitely...
hell of a player.
I don't think the old guy next to him in the Chelsea cap knows where he is.
Yeah, thinks he's at Stamford Bridge. And apparently Dave Watson's got one of them head injuries. You know, there's a bit of a campaign going on about it.
Yeah.
And he's a guest of the English FA tonight. So, but he played for England many times, Dave Watson.
Marcus is asking what our thoughts are on Gallagher. I've been impressed with Gallagher. Schmodic looks like he's coming back on, Billy. So obviously just tweaked something there and just a little bit of treatment to ease it, and he's back on. He's coming back on.
Anyway, we're back to the status quo of England on the attack against 11 defending beyond the ball.
Yep.
Cross comes in looking for Bellingham. Good jump though from I think it was.
See Kane there, Billy. That's what we're talking about with Harry Kane. It was headed down, and Kane just stands and watches the defender clear it instead of putting him under pressure.
Little ball looking for Gallagher, who's gone forward. Bellingham had to go from distance, got underneath it. Will be a goal kick.
That was never going anywhere. That he was full stretch to try and get his left foot on that. Haaland scored again.
Apparently, you've got the Ireland flag the wrong way around.
What?
In which case, it makes it the Ivory Coast flag.
No, I haven't.
I didn't think you had either.
Who said that?
Jack IRCFC. I don't know. Anyway, long clearance, looking for the visitor. There's an attack here from the.
Oh!
And Schmodic was in. He wants a penalty. Not going to get one. Suddenly recovered pretty well, didn't he, Schmodic, with a run through the middle?
If I change the Irish flag round, that makes the Ivory Coast flag. I've got it the right way round. Jack, you've had a nightmare, son.
Well, Tom Lynch thinks it's wrong around as well.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't he?
He's saying to Jack, that makes it the Ivory Coast flag if you turn it round.
Anyway, Ireland showing a bit of attacking intent here. Schmodic, who a minute ago was on death's door and now is attacking like there's no tomorrow. Going against Livramento, trying to get past him. Livramento's not having any of that, and he's fouled as well there. And there's a free kick to England. Well played, Livramento.
Billy, I think the flag's wrong. Barbara's saying it should be green first. It should be green first. I have got it the wrong way around.
Oh, well. This is why it's a hard game. It's the Ivory Coast.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Well, I'll just put that right, Billy, while you continue your
Oh,
commentary.
shall do. It's with Anthony Gordon, who's got one to go at this time. It's going at O'Shea. Plays for Hall, has gone in the overlap. Hall's got to the byline here. Cross the ball. Going to fall for Bellingham. Didn't quite fall nicely for him. It's Livramento who's up with the attack. And Guehi, strangely enough, on the edge of the area. Now Lewis Hall again. He's instilled a bit of forward thinking into that attack. Jones, Bellingham. Hall makes a great run. Didn't spot by Bellingham there. But Gordon again, he's got one to go at this time. Going to cut inside this time. Still going, Gordon. He's pushed off the ball. It's a foul, that referee. And the ref gives a foul
Give it
to
Ireland.
Ireland, strange enough. Very odd decision.
Right, there you go. It's done. It's changed. There you go. All good.
How's that free kick to Ireland?
I've no idea, but I do apologise to our Irish viewers about that. I just put in Irish flag, PNG, and just that's what Google brought up. So, I didn't look at the other flags because I was in a bit of a rush to get it done. Oh, ball, Geordie, get lost. The England flag the wrong way around. I'm not totally stupid.
Missed ball in the air from Guehi, and Ireland can.
Oh, what is Walker doing here?
Kyle Walker just making it.
Wow.
2 and 8
with that.
Jones is very deep, helping his defence, but calmly steps away from all the kind of traffic and plays the belly with a good ball. Now Conor Gallagher.
Oh, it wasn't. It was Kane, Billy.
Is that Kane, is it?
Of course it is.
Yes, it's Kane with a horrific
What
touch.
a shocking touch that was. Get to shite, man.
Great tackle from Scales to get in there and knock it away from him, but Kane's first touch was horrific.
Unbelievable.
I mean, look at that. Hopefully he's injured him.
That was a terrible touch, Billy. Never mind.
Anyway, here's England. Again on the attack with Conor Gallagher. Can come square for Lewis Hall, doesn't do. Comes further down for Anthony Gordon, who again is matched up by 2 straight away. Inside he goes. And Gordon has it again. Here's Hall. Guehi, cross further to Kyle Walker. Walker into Bellingham, which was a little nonchalant flick, didn't work. And that was a bit of the prima donna coming out in them.
Yeah. A bit of frustration, Billy, to be honest. I mean, this has been a training session, but they still haven't tested Kelleher.
We're playing with 10 men, to be fair.
Well, yeah.
Is Jones. Is there the 10th man, 11th man there, just getting the first pass into an England playable game, I think. 5 yards backwards it was. Lewis Hall. Now Jones again.
Oh, my God, Kane.
Kane with great clearance. Great clearance for the Irish there. He's kicked it 50 yards the wrong direction to no one in particular. Lewis Hall retrieves it, plays to Guehi, and then square to Kyle Walker. 40 on the clock.
Honestly, Billy, I mean, suffocate me with a trout. That was unbelievable.
And England now trying to
cleared the ball.
Yeah, we're trying to force him now, aren't we? Gordon gets a little touch there. Can he get? Yeah, did well there, Gordon. Wins us a throw in when he didn't like winning it. O'Shea playing at right back, and he's not really a right back. He's a centre back, really. And that should be an avenue where we can get at, but he's been helped out by his winger compatriot down the line there. That's a terrible pass from Walker.
Oh!
That's a poor tackle.
Hey, how a referee Livramento was sliced in half.
And the rest played on. Unbelievable.
Jeez.
3 in the attack for the Irish. Madueke's got back and he's going to give a free kick for that one. Of course he does.
Terrible referee in that, Billy. Terrible.
That was horrific. And he's going to book Madueke for that, strangely enough.
Oh, kiss my ass.
And he's booked Bellingham for dissent as well.
Yeah. 2 bookings in a row.
2 English ones in one now. Dowda. Well, it is a foul, and it probably is a yellow card, but what about the one at the other end of the pitch?
Well, Livramento literally, I mean, it must have been 3 seconds after he touched the ball. He was cleaned out. Jesus Christ. Kieran McKeown says we need Callum Wilson back.
Anyway, this is where Ireland will want to be, set pieces.
Absolutely.
With all the height they have, the O'Shea, Collins, people of that nature, really tall players, Scales.
Well, I've just read Bellingham's lips, Billy, and I don't think he was very happy about that yellow card.
No, and he's missing the next game, of course. So
yeah. He's a
McGuinness.
big bloke, that Collins. Like, he is huge, the captain, isn't he?
Yes, he is. We have to be on our wares here. Schmodic is standing behind the line, waiting to come on the side and maybe get something. But
yeah,
Ferguson, of course, is a massive fellow as well. Lots of height there for a train map. England have got to be on the metal here. Would be a proper smash and grab this if Ireland could take the lead here.
Well, would it not?
I mean, here comes the ball, looking for an Irish head, finds one.
Oh.
Bit of head tennis. Bellingham gets it away. Back in it goes again. Good header from Kyle Walker, but only falls. And there's a free kick being given to England. I don't know what the referee's playing at here. Seriously, I don't.
What's going on here?
Harry Kane almost broke into an amble again.
He's booked an Irish player there. I don't know. England
Kicking the ball away, I think.
I don't understand that.
Scales gone into the book for kicking the ball away, I believe.
I mean, did he actually kick the ball away, though?
I'm not sure. Here's Walker. Livramento.
Oh, Tino, come on, quicker than that, matey.
Foul there from Gallagher, but the referee's played the advantage, which they didn't get any of. And now he gives the free kick 5 seconds later.
Hey. Wow. I mean, the referee's suddenly become the centre of attention in the last 5 minutes, Bill.
Well, who is this referee? Anyone tell us who he is or where he's from? Because he's fucking just dreadful, whoever he is.
I think he's called I Am Cockwomble. Dear me.
Anyhow, another set piece for the Irish. I mean, a bit of possession at the end of the half for them. Most threatening they've been all game. Cross comes in looking for an Irish head. Only finds the head of Jude Bellingham, and it will be a throw into the Irish.
Bellingham's
very happy,
still
Jude.
Forming. No, he's forming, isn't he?
Eric Lambrechts of Belgium, according to Jack Bland. Thank you, Jack.
Super chat in from Martin Watson as well, Billy. Thank you, Martin. Kane's time is definitely up. Well,
And this is one my football hates here. He's got a short sleeve shirt on and gloves.
that's your favourite, isn't it? Well, tricked us there.
Throw comes in, back it goes out to Eberselli. Gordon tries to get a challenge in, it's straight in the arms of Pickford, and England can get away, finally. But there's nothing for him to aim for, so he's slowing it down. Frustrating first half for England, Paul.
Yeah, I think that's the word, Billy, is frustrating because, you know, they've huffed and puffed and had a lot of possession, and at times it has looked like a training session, hasn't it? And then the final ball ain't been there. I mean, we've had no crosses into the box. There's been no shots at Kelleher. Pickford's had nothing to do with the other end, but then again, Kelleher has nothing to do either because he's never been tested. I mean, Ireland have defended well, let's be fair.
Yeah, resolutely. You know, it's been regimented. It's very much like a Newcastle United performance. Started off really good, really bright, and then we've kind of faded away a little bit, haven't we? Here's Bellingham for Hall. Hall's pushed over, but goes past. And then tries to take too many players on. O'Shea steps in, takes the ball off him. And back to Kelleher it goes. There's going to be some pressure here because we weren't expecting that, but he just kicked it down the
Problem
pitch.
is, Billy, there was no support for Lewis Hall there when he got that ball. You know, he looked up and there's nobody around him.
No, I agree.
So he had to try and take the defenders on. And like you say, they're tending to double up on that left-hand side.
We've got 3 minutes of overtime, injury time, extra time, whatever we want to call it.
Make your mind up.
Here's Livramento on a run down the right flank. Still going. Does really well. Gets the byline. Will be a corner. Will be a corner kick. Well played, Livramento.
Tom says, did you know that Kane's wife is called Candy? Shut up. That's got to be a joke. That's not real. I would have heard about that by now if that was real. Can you imagine they called his daughter Candy? Dr. House, member for 20 months on the channel. Thank you, buddy. Hi, Paul and Billy. How are you doing, lads? Come on, the three lions. Well, we're all right. We just want to see England score.
Right, here comes the corner. Madueke takes it. It's an in-swinger. Looking for an England head. Never going to find one. Livramento picks up the rebound.
Tino.
Livramento. It's not a good half, has he, Tino?
No.
And Lewis falls on the cover. Gets there before Schmodic and lays it back to Pickford.
I don't think he's helped by the fact that Madueke has had a bad first
No,
half.
he definitely hasn't. No, he definitely hasn't.
Just haven't linked up very well on that right.
And here's Harry Kane now. Just
why is he playing in defensive midfield position? And he's just swung an arm. And oh, now then.
Well, he's elbowed Malumbi, and how he gets sent off?
Well, it's all kicking off here. Kyle Walker's gone in there. Malumbi's back on his feet, but he did swing an arm, Billy.
Well, if he has done, this could be a red card for Kane. That'll be hilarious, won't it?
Well, it looks like it's going to be 2 bookings. I'm not sure why Malumbi's going to get booked, like.
Well, maybe it's a load of nonsense. Let's have a replay referee, LTV.
Well, both booked. I have no idea why.
We're going to see now.
Booked. I mean, there's no elbow, actually. He just throws him to the floor.
And then he's holding his face if he's been elbowed.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
What a twat.
Malumbi. Yeah.
What an absolute dickhead.
He hasn't been hitting the face.
What's he doing now?
That's pathetic. That is
an absolute arse.
That is actual child's play, Billy.
I'm not sure Harry Kane deserves a yellow card for that, although that is half-time, I believe. Despite not playing for the past 30 seconds or so. I think they're marching off the pitch at half-time. Odd end to the first half.
Wow. Very strange ending, Billy. We thought originally there that Kane might have thrown an elbow there, but he certainly didn't. There was no elbow anywhere near. Malumbi clearly tried to get a fellow professional sent off, which is shocking. Absolutely shocking. But dear me. I mean, England have had literally 95% possession and ain't tested the goalkeeper yet. But we've nearly 1,000 watching on both platforms. That is probably a record for an international game, Billy. Thank you very much for joining us. Please do hit the like button. And, of course, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It is free to do so. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. Of course, from tomorrow, the build-up starts again as the Premier League season gets back underway and underway properly, as we'd like to say, for a good few months. With the Christmas period and everything, Newcastle taking on West Ham next Monday night, of course. I think we might do a match day live on Saturday, Billy, and cover a Premier League game. We've never done that yet.
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
why not? Yeah, because we don't play till Monday. So plenty coming up. Don't forget on Monday night, we've got a sort of Newcastle United news show, but it's a Q&A as well, where you can ask the hosts any questions to get to know us a bit better, football or personal to a degree. But we've done a few Q&As in the past, so we just decided to do another one so that the subscribers that have just joined us recently can get to know us a little bit better.
Maybe with the game, if we do a game Saturday, maybe we can get the chat involved and have a poll which game they want covering.
Indeed. That's a good idea, Billy. That is a good idea. So we'll have a look at the fixtures for Saturday, and then we'll have a look at it. But I mean, back to England, Billy. And also, a big shout out to our sponsors, Mamaroo Records. Please do check their website out. It is pinned at the top of the description. If you're into your vinyl music or music in general, or music merchandise, give Steve's website a check out. Or if you're in Whitley Bay, go and pay a visit to them. They're just opposite Greg's in the centre. Tell Steve that you're subscribing to the Toon Review, and I'm sure he'll work out a good deal for you. So massive thank you once again to Mamaroo Records for the sponsorship. Bandit says, fact is, Ireland should have had a penalty. End of story. I think he's talking about that one where Guay was grabbing the shirt, Billy, because it was in the box, that. So maybe. I mean, if they're going to clamp down on shirt pulling as much as they say they want to, I mean, I guess it's a foul. But I
think it's 6-1.5 dozen, to be honest. I think. I mean, Ireland was doing a bit of tugging as well, wasn't he? So
yeah. Hello, Mr. Stato.
Hello, how are we doing?
All right, bit of a training session, but we ain't tested the keeper.
Yeah, well, 8 shots at goal and all the possession, but Ireland, being rather submissive and rolling on their backs, are just sort of saying, well, we're not good enough, so we're going to play everybody behind the ball. Fine, fair enough. But it is going to make it a very boring game. It's going to be one of those that they're just basically trying for one breakaway, possibly one set piece, maybe trying to make a couple of the dark arts things stick with that strange Kane encounter towards the end. But yeah, it's to be fair, it's a little bit naive of England just to try and play the same way we did against Greece. There's not enough space. We do need to mix things up. Tino Livramento tried to force the issue at the end of that half by just taking a long run on his own down the right wing, winning England a corner. And I'm not quite sure why we give it to Madueke, to be honest. It's a little bit odd.
But
yeah, we need to be a little bit more
great
creative.
on that right-hand side. Madueke has given the ball away loads of times. Livermento's
he's been poor.
Couple. Kieran, thank you for your super chat. He says, watch-alongs for non-Newcastle games is a good idea. Well, we will be getting that started. Alexander says, I'm getting out drunk and losing a date because of this poor first half. It's really a downer. Why is Kane starting? 3 beers and 1 shot later, and it doesn't make sense. He's costing the game. LG says, Ireland always plays the same against us. Hi, it's me. Says, should wait till the end of the game to swap shirts. Who's been swapping shirts?
Kane and Lumby.
Oh, fuck. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Alex, Billy mentioned it in the first half, 10 men when Kane's in. I mean, he cleared the ball for Ireland once as well.
Yeah, Kane's game's been very strange. There's been a few situations where we've managed to get to the byline on both sides, trying to cut the ball back or get the ball into the box. And Harry Kane's not been in the box. And it's just what me and Billy were whinging about for the whole summer. We're just bored of it. We're just recycling the same points because it is the same point. Harry Kane's done. He's absolutely done at this level. Regardless of whether he scores a bucket ton of goals for Bayern Munich, we either play the way that Bayern Munich play, or we change who we play up front, because it doesn't seem to matter the personnel we use, whether it's Fodens and Palmers or whether it's Gordon and Madueke as wingers. It doesn't seem to matter. He's just never in the right place for where we need him in the moment. We've tried several lofted balls for him to play the channels. He's 1-0 duels. He can't run. He's not good enough to run those channels. We're playing in a way that does not suit Harry Kane. I don't understand why we're using Harry Kane. It makes no sense. He's not getting on the end of anything in set pieces. He's not joining in the attack. He's not in the right place to receive cutbacks or crosses. I don't know. I don't know why we're playing him anymore. It's somebody needs to have the bottle to just leave him out.
Yeah. Daniela says Kane is starting because he's still the captain. He needs to lose the armband. Phil Mitchell survival. Interesting. Kane is so good. The talk of him not being good enough anymore makes no sense, but we need to adapt him to the system or we play like Bayern. Well, why?
Absolute sense. Watch the game.
Why should we adapt our system just for Harry Kane when it suits everybody else? We're not going to adjust the whole system just for Harry Kane. I mean, no. Ian wants to know how he extends his membership. I'm old and can't figure it out. Sometimes it carries over, Ian. Sometimes it doesn't. You just got to go back and check. And if not, just set it up again. But it should. I don't know whether there's an option there to say, do you want it reoccurring? I don't know. I'll just go and have a look, mate. Paul Geordie says, did you see Eddie and the squad in Saudi at the boxing Billum Smith fight last night? The commentary said, we are an underperforming team, cheeky shites. Nice to see the squad outside of training. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we have underperformed a little bit, but we're on the road to getting back to that superb press.
I think the more interesting thing about the media appearances was Yasser sat next to Trump and Dana White. That was for a lot of the neutral fans out there and people sort of around the UK making fun of Newcastle fans for saying we're sort of gonna go to the top. There's a reason for it, Saudi don't do second place.
And then he's sitting next to Paul Mitchell, by the way. Did anybody else notice that?
Oh yeah, hate each other clearly.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris at Evermore says Kane aging makes that even Ivan Toney move to Saudi even more weird for me. He could have been England's number 9, but chased the coin. Great show as always, TTR. Thanks, mate. Yeah, that's a good point. I think he's gone for the coin, and that's that can have an impact on your career, I guess. I mean, it was a strange move, Billy.
It was, because he just broke into the England team, hadn't he? He was getting minutes in the European Championships. And then he's sort of isolated himself in the Saudi League. I'd prefer to see Solanke on personally. I'll give Solanke a go. Second half. I wasn't too impressed with Watkins, even though he scored Thursday. Give Solanke a go.
Mike says there is an option to do the reoccur, and mine is like an ongoing direct debit. Thanks, Mike. Cheers for letting me know, mate. Todd Bowley's in the chat. Someone told Yassir to look for right wingers.
That's like the 16th time that's been recycled.
Yeah.
Everybody copied the same joke today.
Wow.
It's still funny.
It is funny. LG says Kane is aging like milk.
Yes.
I would rather see Danny Welbeck up front for England right now. I think he offers more in a system than Kane does.
In fact, Milk turns quicker than Harry Kane.
Milk definitely turns quicker than Kane. Do you know what? Just put it. I mean, if he needs to play, you put him centre back. You know, put Harry Kane centre back. He likes playing there.
If you put him there, he'd wander up front, wouldn't he? You know what he's like.
Yeah. Ghost says Hall has looked good. Directly taking club form into England bodes well for the future. I think Hall's been solid. I mean, he gave the ball away once, I think. But apart from that, I think he's been excellent. Tony, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for signing up, and welcome to the family. And thank you for your ongoing support. Jack says England's number 9 should be called Wilson, but he's made of glass. I like Watkins and criminal that Welbeck isn't there. Why isn't Welbeck there, do you think, Alex? Is he just like not fashionable anymore?
Yes, it is.
No, not fashionable anymore. He's 33. He's only just started kind of, you know, he's always been a really good squad player with experience for Brighton. But this season, he looks sharper. Getting involved with the goals a lot more. And again, Brighton are a very system-orientated team and have always played, well, I say always played, since maybe Potter, they've played a certain style of football that they've adhered to. It has adapted and changed in throughout the managers. But, you know, Welbeck's been an ever-present in those sorts of setups, and he's being clinical now. So I'm not saying I want Welbeck, but I'm just saying as a comparison to what Kane offers us in a system, there are so many more that would offer the same sort of thing, and a lot better.
How old is Harry Kane, by the way?
32, I believe, Harry Kane. He is...
So he's only
he's not. He's 30. He's 31, so he's not actually as old as everybody thinks. 31 and a half.
31 with the body of a 70-year-old.
He plays like a 34, 35-year-old. He looks like he's kind of moving like Giroud now. Just he looks like he's at the end, but he's not. He's only 31.
A few people commenting about Gordon's performance. It hasn't been great. I mean, they did highlight Billy there on the TV just a moment ago when Lewis Hall went absolutely bursting past him and he decided to cut inside and the move went dead. Not a great decision. He could have played Lewis Hall in and Hall would have been at the byline.
I think Gordon's been frustrated by the fact he's been double marked every time he gets the ball. And he's trying to do things that maybe he shouldn't be trying. There are people on the bench to replace him, so he needs to kind of have good first 15 minutes. Otherwise, I think Mr. Kazi will be taking him off.
A few people in the chat asking where Tammy Abraham is.
He had a long injury, and I'm not sure.
He's at AC Milan now, isn't he? I'm sure he is.
No, I think is he at Roma now?
No,
I can't remember where Tammy went.
I thought he signed for AC Milan.
He is.
I may be wrong.
Oh, he's at Milan now. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I thought I'd seen somewhere.
Has he played? He's played 378 minutes so far this season. Yeah, I think he had a long injury, and he's 27 now. Maybe he just needs a run of games and getting back to some good form. So it's been a long time for him, though. I've just got one comment about the wingers not working very well, because neither sides work very well. Madueke and Gordon have both been really isolated. I think Bellingham needs to go and pick a side to help when we progress the ball down that side, because that's literally his job. I mean, he either runs into the box or goes and joins in the build-up. He needs to do one of the two, though, because there's so many players on one side that there's just no space.
Alexander says, Jesus, I'm 37 and I'm way better shape than him. Yes, because you're a freak of nature. Right? You have arms as wide as my thighs, mate. And you make Sam go a little bit fluttery, as we saw last week. Bless her. The clone lad says, how on earth has VAR not given a pen off a Guay foul on Ferguson?
Found the Irishman.
6-1 after, isn't it? Because Ferguson was pulling Guay his shirt as well.
Was he, Billy?
I think they were calling it 6-2-3. If I'm perfectly honest,
I'm not so sure, but I'll go with you because I'm English. So there you go. Second round of the FA Cup.
It was half the Irish team, to be fair. Nathan Collins was born in England.
Well, I mean, that often happens, though, doesn't it? Foxy says, getting bored with England now. Why am I watching Pickford, Walker, Bellingham, Kane in these games? Nation League needs a change. Players with less than 20 caps.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Listen, I think they could do something like that, mix it up a bit. But then again, you know, if you did that, then the lack of friendlies now means that your stalwarts, if you like, are only going to play for England major tournaments, which is a risk because you do need to.
You've got the lower level nations. You probably haven't got them kind of players,
Yeah. I mean, we are in the sort of bargain basement of the Nations League, aren't we? We need to get back up where we can play the Italians and the Germans and all the the top international sides. Wherein we got relegated, for God's sake. Anyway, Alex, we'll see you full time, matey. It's about to kick off for the second half. Enjoy.
Yeah, see you soon, guys.
See you, Sato.
So Alex will be back at full time. It will be England to kick off, and just seeing if there's any changes made.
Well, I can still see Kane. That's
Kane's still on, so that's. It's the only thing anyone gives a shit about.
I'm not sure Kane actually went in at half time. I think you just stayed there.
Yeah.
And people talk about Tuchel. We'll drop Kane. He won't, because Tuchel signed Kane. Tuchel probably thinks he can get the best out of Kane. And it wouldn't surprise me Harry Kane chose Tuchel for the job in the first place.
Yeah, we'll see what develops with that. But we're underway for the second half anyway. Kyle Walker will bring it forward immediately for England. I mean, what would Carsley have said at half time?
I'm not sure. I think we need to get Bellingham and Jones in the game more and create space for the fellas down the flanks. Yeah. That's the key to it all for me.
Yeah. But I would expect to just maybe shoot more, Billy. Just, if we get to the edge of the box, take a shot. We haven't tested Kelleher at all in this game.
No,
it's just been passing around the box.
Yeah. Create a perfect goal.
Okay, now into Gallagher. Back to Kyle Walker. To Livramento. Gallagher in support. Back to Walker. Again, Ireland just sitting back, soaking it up, Billy.
Yeah, they'll be happy with the point.
Gordon now to Lewis Hall. A little bit of 1-2s between the two Newcastle players there. And now Gahey. Good ball inside to Kane. Kane to Gallagher. Gallagher now will spread it out wide to Madueke. Madueke, two Ireland players sticking to him, but he's still got the ball. That's a bit better. Looking for an outlet. Gets it from Livramento. Puts a beautiful ball in, well headed away by Collins again. I think it was Collins. Those two centre-backs for Ireland have played well, Billy.
Well, they've got three centre-backs, haven't they? They've got O'Shea, they've got Scales.
Yeah.
They've got Collins, so there's three of them.
Anyway, Lewis Hall now for England to Gahey. I mean, this is just start the same as the first half. England having a lot of the ball, but not really doing anything with it at the moment. Livramento again. Back to Conor Gallagher. Bellingham. Gallagher. And again, just a wall of green shirts in front of them, but they go the other way now. Anthony Gordon on the far side. Hall overlaps him again. Gordon again comes on his right, plays a ball into Jones, but England, it's all a bit scruffy, but Bellingham picks it up now. Turns away from Madueke, then just flicks it to him. I mean, the thing is, Madueke is getting the ball. He's not even looking to cross.
No, he's not.
Bellingham again. Kane takes it on his chest, goes to the byline, pulls across. Gordon goes up for a header. O'Shea does well for Ireland, but only as far as Lewis Hall. Gahey, and now Curtis Jones.
Good play from Kane, that, to be fair to him.
Yeah, and Lewis Hall trying to get to the byline there, and it's a corner. Sorry, it's Gordon on the far side there. I didn't think that was a corner, but hey, who cares? Kane did well there, to be fair. Good chip back across the box, but Gordon's not going to win a header like that, is he? I mean, he's...
not against O'Shea, no chance. No.
Pickford now. And Lewis Hall, just inside his own half. Curtis Jones. I mean, it's going to come to the point, Billy. Some of the central players have got to start making runs through the channels here because, Ireland are perfectly, comfortable with where the ball is. It's out wide on the flanks, and England aren't crossing a lot of balls.
I agree. Something's got to be different. I've noticed Harry Kane stayed more central this second half, though.
Yeah, give it time, Billy. Livramento, and that's safely into the arms of Kelleher again. Just a simple catch for the goalkeeper. Not under no pressure at all there.
Deflected, wasn't it, the cross?
Yeah, I thought it might have gone out for a corner, but it did. I don't like these goalkeepers, Billy, who wear these sort of tight leggings underneath the shorts. I mean, it looks a bit pathetic to me.
Yes, it's
when you used to remember how the goalies, used to have those sort of tiny little gloves and stuff.
Yeah, and occasionally a cap if it was here he is.
Yeah. I mean, Kane's just walking there. Why isn't he making a run for Madueke to get the ball into him? Run in the channels, Kane, you lazy bastard.
Madueke's had a shocker tonight.
But he has, but when he's in that position, Billy, and Kane's in front of him, he's just standing still. He's not making any kind of run for Madueke to play the ball into him.
No, he's not. He's just standing around.
You've got no chance when that happens.
The low block's made a lot easier when you've got an immobile striker like that to kind of mark.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to defend.
Walker now. Jones, he's got to be quick. He's done well. Good strength that from Curtis Jones. Does very well. Lewis Hall in support. Hall now. Down the line to Anthony Gordon. Tries a 1-2 with Harry Kane. Good luck with that, mate. Doesn't come off.
Of course doesn't.
But Ireland give the ball away. And Kane now is a left winger and plays a beautiful ball to Bellingham. That's got to be a penalty, referee. It is indeed. And the first good thing Harry Kane does in the game is pick out Jude Bellingham. It's also going to be a yellow card. And it's a penalty kick, Billy.
It's a red. It's the second yellow for Scales.
Yes, it's a second yellow. It's a red.
What a pass from Harry Kane. We always said he was a good player on his channel and long may it continue.
Yeah, absolutely. He's had a fantastic
What a
game.
pass that is. What a pass that is. You've got to give him credit for that. It was an
absolutely.
What a pass. It's just a
credit where it's due.
Look
it's
at
a
that.
Brilliant ball in.
That's a De Bruyne pass.
He leaves his foot out and down. It's a 100% a penalty. It's a terrible tackle. And it's a penalty to England, Billy.
Yes, it is. And well, it looks like Jude Bellingham's going to take it. I don't think.
No. We know who's taking it, Billy.
Oh, dear me.
I'll be honest, credit Harry Kane there. Picked the ball up, saw Bellingham's run, put in a wonderful pass. And, well, you know what? Fair enough.
Well, this will make the game a better game to watch anyway, because, well, holding down 10 men, so.
Well, Scales clearly didn't weigh up his options there, Billy, did he?
Yeah. On the balance of play, though, it was the right thing to do again.
Oh, dear, this could go on a while. Scales met his tipping point. Oh. Anyway, this is the first shot that Kelleher's going to face, to be honest, in anger in the whole game so far. But can Harry Kane put England in front? That is the question. Here we go. It's like bloody slow motion, this. Come on. Harry Kane, up he steps and buries it in the corner. Kelleher goes the wrong way. And England are in front after a great pass from Harry Kane. And it's time to grab your England granny, because she's going on the Raz in London Town. It's not the right one. So many bloody grannies on my screen, Billy. Great penalty, though.
Yeah, brilliant penalty. Sent Kelleher the wrong way. But that pass, he deserves that goal for that pass alone.
Yeah,
an absolutely unbelievable pass. Yeah. For all the things he's done shite in the game, and he's done a lot of it. That pass is worth the admission fee alone, I've got to say.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Scales there. I mean, on a yellow card, you can't leave your leg dangling like that and give away a penalty, because you know it's going to be a yellow as well. But hey, I mean, tremendous stuff. Greece have scored as well, apparently.
Well, it's a bit of a shame for them, isn't it, really? Because, I mean, it doesn't matter what they do if we win.
Exactly. So Ireland have now got to come out of this block, Billy. If they're to get anything from this game, they have to start attacking us. And they've only got 10 men to do it with.
10 men, yeah. That's the key thing for me. should be more space for us to operate in now. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be able to hurt the Irish now. And finally, a little red dot goes under the island. Yeah, there it is. Bakasetas has scored for Greece, Billy, after 52 minutes. And now Kyle Walker bringing it out of defence to Tino Livramento. And he drops it back now for Jordan Pickford. This should be, Billy, a relatively straightforward run-in now.
You'd think so. You'd think, with the player down, obviously they've got a kind of acclimatised having 10 men. So the low block's not going to be as prevalent as it was. And maybe it's a chance for England to kind of advance and get 2 or 3 goals.
Well, here's England's midfielder, Harry Kane, clips it over the top. It's another good ball towards Bellingham, who will keep this in. I mean, maybe we should put Harry Kane in midfield with his passing ability, Billy. I mean, if he can pick out a pass, I mean, that was a brilliant ball again.
That was a De Bruyne pass. It really was.
He seems to pass the ball better than, he plays the position of striker lately.
It's an unbelievable pass. It really was.
Yep.
One of the best passes you'll see ever. That's how good it was.
Yeah, it was excellent. Here's Livramento going on a run. He gets right to the byline, clips it across. It's deflected, and it's 2-0, and it's Anthony Gordon! Oh, for Gordon! Oh, brilliant! And it's time to go and grab your England granny again, because she's going to kick some ass in Fleet Street. It's 2-0. Terrible defending, Billy, but it lands at the right foot of Gordon and he volleys it home.
Yeah, well, Livramento's the one that got the ball in, so it's a goal crafted at St James's Park. As you say, terrible defending from the 2 centre-halves from Ireland. Fell to Gordon, volleyed it in with his right. Great finish. England 2-0.
No chance for Keller. Terrible defending again by the Irish. They just couldn't get a foothold on the ball when it came across. Took a couple of deflections and a brilliant finish from Anthony Gordon. And it's 2-0. And it's safe to say that Anthony's very happy.
Yes, indeed.
Big smile on his face.
First goal for England. It's a massive thing, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
First goal in 5 matches, so brilliant for Gordon. Love it.
Absolutely. Well, Ireland have got a huge struggle on their hands now, but great run down the right from Livramento. Got the ball across. Not the greatest defending you'll ever see from the Irish, but who cares? It lands at Gordon, and he took it well, Billy, because it could have been one of them where he just swings and misses or swings and it's over the bar. Not this time.
Brilliant finish. Yeah, brilliant finish.
And hopefully that'll, well, as Sophie says there, the confidence and momentum to take into Newcastle games now.
Yes,
he's broke his England duck as well.
100%. No, nothing bad can come of that.
100% agree. 57 gone. 2-0 England, and they're on the run again as Livramento tries to get in, but that's cleared away by Collins for a corner. And, well, it could be the Alimo now, Billy. I mean, we could get a few.
Well, Tino's going forward now, isn't he? And, he's helped make the goal, and it was through there if the defender hadn't gotten away.
Yeah, George, thank you very much for your super chat, mate. He says, since the Toon player scored, I'll make my donation. Nice one, buddy. Hope you're well as well, George, and that you're recovering still from Europe. Hopefully you're up and about now. But it is going to be Madueke to take the corner for England. 2-0 up, a couple of goals in a couple of minutes. In comes the corner. Oh, it's in again! And it is Conor Gallagher! It's Gahey's header, and Gallagher got a foot on it. I'm not sure if it was over the line or not. We'll see on the replay. But it's 3-0 now. So go and grab Granny again before she goes skinny dipping in the Thames. It's 3-0.
Ooh.
It's all opened up now, Billy.
It's very close to being offside, that one, but I mean, the goal's been given.
I don't think he is.
But yeah, the Irish defence has totally fell apart, hasn't it? And the floodgates have well and truly opened.
Yeah, Gallagher gets his foot in it just before Bellingham sticks it in. It's Gallagher's goal, but he gave all the credit to Mark Gay. Here it is again. Oh, he's miles on side, Billy. Oh.
But his hand isn't. But you can't score with your hand, so that should be okay.
Yeah, that should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah, goal is given. 3-0 England. Knee bother, sunshine. 3-0. 3 goals in, I guess, that's 3 and 5 minutes or something, Billy.
Something ridiculous. Three goals, as they say in Dublin.
3 goals. 3 goals. We'll take that. And the fact that Anthony Gordon has done well. But I tell you what, they're coming through the good runs of Mr. Livramento down the right-hand side.
Yeah, he's had a good second half, hasn't he?
He certainly has. He won that corner as well. So there you go. And Curtis Jones all the way back now to Jordan Pickford. My, how a game can change so quickly. England 3, Ireland 0 as Greece go 2-0 up in Finland. But it doesn't matter. England will win the group on goal difference. They have a plus 11 goal difference. Greece on plus 7. So England will win.
I think it goes head to head anyway, doesn't it? So
yeah.
I mean, they beat us at Wembley, but we beat them by more goals than Greece. So I think it doesn't matter.
I think the top 2 get promoted anyway, Billy. So it doesn't really matter anyway around. We're going back to the big league. Here's Livramento again on the right-hand side. Back to Harry Kane. That's deflected. And Harry Kane playing as a right fullback now, Billy.
Yeah. Well, he's been everywhere else. You might as well. Must give him the gloves and then go and goal for 10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. England are going to make a change, and it's the Southampton defender, Harwood Bells, who's coming on, Bill.
Harwood Bellis, yeah, good player. Tyler Harwood Bellis.
Yeah.
One of the under-21s again.
Well, when you're 3-0 up, it's a perfect time to bring him on, really, isn't it? And get some experience in the first team.
It's for Kyle Walker, I imagine.
Yeah, I would think so. He's Jude Bellingham now, just in his own half. Again, Livramento in acres of space on this right-hand side. Little 1-2 with Madueke. And now back to Bellingham and to Conor Gallagher. And England just strolling here. Harry Kane now into Livramento. Come on, Madueke. Get on your bike, you lazy git.
That's shite from Madueke.
He should have seen that pass coming a mile away. Livramento was way ahead of him. He does tend to disappear, doesn't he, Madueke, in games? I've seen him a few times this season where he just disappears in the second half.
Yeah.
It is Kyle Walker who is coming off, by the way. And Harwood Bellis comes on for his full England debut.
Very young England defence now. Livramento, Hall,
certainly is.
Howard Bellis and Guehi, the old man at 23, 24, how old he is.
Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it? But hey, I tell you what, it's good though. We've got some good youngsters coming through. As Gordon has it again on the left-hand side now. Lovely clip ball into Bellingham. Bellingham spins and heads for the byline and wins another corner for England. And they scored from the last one. What is this from Emmett? Ugh, the only watch along I hate.
He's Irish, obviously.
Oh, he's Irish, right? Okay.
Never mind, Emmett.
We still love you, Emmett, don't worry. Wouldn't it be amazing if Harwood Bellis gets his head on this and sticks it in the onion bag? Gordon's corner. It's very deep. Kelleher punches, comes to Lewis Hall. Have a crack, son. Oh, good Bill. Hall, still Lewis Hall. Oh, Gallagher. Hey!
Oh. Now, brilliant. Could you imagine Conor Gallagher doing that in a Chelsea shirt? Absolutely not.
No, brilliant that. I mean, it was over the bar, but it did land on the net, to be fair. Ooh, Hall was pulled back there again by Malumbi.
Penalty.
Dan Robinson, thank you for your super chat. Geordie boys, we're taking the piss. Great game. Well, I'll leave you in the hands now of Billy Bob to finish the rest of the game.
You've got 4 minutes to go, yeah?
Have I?
Yeah, 7.5 minutes, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Fair enough.
I mean, you've had all the goals anyway.
The first half. Yeah, maybe as Pickford comes out and clears away. I don't think he needed to do that, but I guess he's just wanting to do something in this game. It's been a very cold evening, I think, for Jordan Pickford, Billy.
Yes, and poor arms will be shrinking, won't they?
Oh dear, absolutely. It's got to snow here on Tuesday and Wednesday, Billy.
Oh, great.
Oh, sorry, tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow and Tuesday. A lot of snow overnight, apparently, between Monday and Tuesday. So,
fuck's sake.
Yeah. Well, the temperature's certainly dropped. I know that much.
Definitely.
Oh, good clearance. And now Bellingham's on his horse. Bellingham over the halfway line. Gordon is going like a rocket trying to keep up with him. Bellingham, great ball inside for Harry Kane. Harry Kane can set it right for Jones. Jones across. It's bouncing around. Madueke trying to get there, but, well, he's been as much use as a wet fart in the wind so far. Livramento will take the throw in quickly, and Gahey now down to Jones. England at almost walking pace, just strolling the ball around, Billy.
Very confident, aren't they, at the minute? And why wouldn't they be?
Absolutely. And there's an Irish player down. And probably if you're an Irish player now, you want to fake an injury and get off the pitch.
Is it Eberselli?
It is. But this is that. I mean, yeah, Gordon. Oh, Gordon's hand is in line with the Irishman's foot, apparently, Billy.
He can't score with his hand, though, can he? So
no. But listen, we've seen some extreme decisions for offside in the past.
We have.
Remember Callum Wilson's 15-foot foot
against Villa? Yeah, I do.
Size 15, wasn't it?
There's another one like that the other day, wasn't there, where they made the bloke's foot about 6 foot long?
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable.
Lots of changes here from the Irish.
3 players coming on now, Billy.
Bernard's coming on.
Bernard? Does he do turkeys?
No, you'll see. This is a slow burner. You'll see.
Oh, it's Manning.
You talked about bollock there, haven't
you? Sell us a turkey, love. Anyway, get on. You can take over now, Billy, with Elliot 66.
Okay, Bernard Manning's coming on then. It's not Bernard Manning, is it? It's not his real name. Eberselli's going off. And
I would actually laugh if his name was Bernard, but I don't think it is.
Well, if your surname's Manning, there's no way you call your kid Bernard. Go and piss on that Jap in the corner. Yeah, that's a good lad. Anyway, I think it's Ryan Manning. I think he plays for Bristol City, actually. O'Dowd is off and Azaz is on. Azaz. Very Irish name, that one.
Yeah.
And the number 10 is coming on, whoever he may be.
I just adjusted himself there in front of the cameras.
He did. It's Parrott coming on for Ferguson. Probably been putting the kettle on before he come on.
Is that the kid who used to be at Tottenham?
Yeah, I think so. Is his name Troy Parrott?
Troy or something. Yeah, he's got a very American first name.
Pity we can't bring James Perch on. Yeah. Anyway, the obviously made changes. I'll forget the name apart from Bernard, so forget it. You've talked about bollock there, lad. Say hello to Roy Orbison for me. Anyway, here's Madueke on his right-hand side going up against the new left-back. He's got 2 on him now. Goes to the byline. Madueke with a run. Past Bernard. But Bernard gets his foot in and clicks it back to Kevin Kelleher.
He's too greedy, Billy.
Yeah, he should have passed that one. Absolutely. He did all the hard work. Passed Manning easily. Little pass there, but Manning did well to get in, actually. Slide the ball back to the keeper. Anyway, long clearance from Kelleher, looking for Irish heads. Doesn't find one. Only finds Lewis Halls. He nods it into the Irish half. Lewis Hall's caught out there with a good bit of play, but good header from Howard Bellis.
Good
Gallagher. Jones gives it away poorly. And the Irish trying to get in, but Gordon nips in, passes it to Kane. Kane's got all the room to run into, but not enough time to do it. Livramento, that is Madueke with it. Livramento on the overlap, gives it to Livramento. Been very attacking his second half, Livramento. Ball gets back to Madueke, far post. Squad's coming for. Well, Kelleher hits his chest and bounces out. He got lucky there, and Ireland could come away with the ball.
I think there, Billy, Kelleher saw the freight train that was Bellingham, and he just shit himself.
He may well have done, yeah. He may well have done. Well, they obviously played themselves out a little tight spot, but Hall steps in, plays it back to Howard Bellis. Good play that from Lewis Hall, but Howard Bellis. Little one-touch football with Guahy. Now Curtis Jones. And now Bellingham. And now wide for Anthony Gordon. Steady o'clock, so we're going to see some England subs soon, I imagine. I mean, I know it's Lee Carter doing it, but he seems to be similar kind of ilk, doesn't he?
Doesn't seem to be much movement on the England bench, though, Billy. It's
This is true,
very
isn't
static.
it? England playing a bit of keep ball at the minute with Bellingham and Jones. Bit of Olay stuff going on. Jones is literally standing on the ball. Hall.
I'd love one of them to do with Kenny Wharton.
He's on it.
I mean, that was the ultimate in shithousery. Doesn't matter what anybody does. When he sat on that ball, just unbelievable.
Well, because it was Brighton as well, wasn't it? And Brighton were
Yeah.
kind of rival at the time. And it knocks out the cup through to Trafford Mills is awful referee in this place. Anyway, good ball from Bellingham's in through the middle here. Bellingham still going, little knock off to Kane. Far post where Madueke is.
Oh, bloody hell.
Absolute, oh, dear me. Put some football boots on, lad, and take your fucking diving boots off.
Get him off, Carsley, you bald bastard. I'm not allowed to say that anymore, am I? Oh, if it's come for another bald bastard, I mean, that's fair enough, isn't it? Yeah, it was against Luton, Billy, not Brighton.
Luton, yeah, Brighton,
Yeah.
Luton, yeah. Steve Foster, wasn't he? Went mental, didn't he?
Ah, Steve Foster. Hard as nails. I wouldn't mess with him in a back alley, Billy. That didn't sound right at all. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with his headband.
Exactly.
Bellingham could be in here.
Oh.
Good tackle, actually.
Oh.
But it falls to Anthony Gordon, who also lost it. Comical football, this. 70 on the clock, long ball through the middle for the Irish. It's going to fall to Pickford, who just calmly plays it out to Livramento. Impressed Livramento. Down the line it goes.
Bandit says, Billy, can you do a Frank Carson voice?
It's the way I tell him. It's a cracker.
Very famous for being on Blackpool Pier, of course, he was a funny man, him.
Frank Carson was hilarious.
Yeah, my granddad loved him.
Anyways, Madueke, again, trying to do a bit of trickery to get past his opponent here. Great cross across. Oh, that was a brilliant cross. Kane should have died for that. He scored. It's Gordon on the other side of the pitch.
He'd have to dive a hell of a long way down, Billy, to get. Oh!
Bellingham with a bit of skill.
Oh, Kane, man, come on, get your foot on it, you.
This might fall for Gordon again. It does.
Bellingham's hurt his foot by the looks of things.
He's back to his feet, though, luckily. Might be time to bring new players on, actually, and give
absolutely
someone a chance to run around. Here's Guehi.
See, now be a perfect time to bring on Solanke, Billy.
I agree.
Oh, man. Cross the ball, Madueke, man.
He's very greedy, isn't he? He's won the ball back, mind. Now Livramento into Kane. Kane goes inside. Oh, didn't take the ball with him, the retard. Sorry, excuse my language. That's when that's when your brain engages for your mouth does.
Yeah, well, that's what live commentary does. You know what I mean? It's your frustrations. Yeah. Paul Jordy says, "I'm not offended, Paul. I'm a bald bastard, but please ask to meet me in a dark alley. You need to at least buy me a drink first."
He's playing a bit of football here, trying to get forward, and Parrott attempted to control the ball and fell off his perch, so to speak.
Mark Slevin says, "I think Billy means he's good at putting fires out."
Oh, dear me. Here's Curtis Jones.
There is some changes are coming, Billy.
Yes, I can see one or two ready to come on the far side, yeah.
Possibly three, actually. Yeah, three. There's one behind Carsley.
Here's Hall, and now Gordon. This might be his last action, so he's going to have a go. Ball inside for Kane, who controls dreadful as usual. And did really well to get out of that, the Irish defender. Could play that, and Ireland come forward. Even though they've got 10 minutes, they're still trying. Give them credit. Although they can't get out of their own half at the precise moment in time. Back to Kelleher. A long kick down the middle it will be. This should fall for Lewis Hall. He does. Good header. Gordon. Jones.
Jones has stood out for me today, Billy. I think Jones has been excellent. Yeah.
He's a very good player. He's got England as national written all over him for me, the way he plays the game. Ball down the line for Bellingham. Oh, Bellingham got there. and was fouled. Should be a free kick, that.
It is. I think he did indicate a free kick. Yes, he has.
Will we see the changes? I wonder. Or will he let it go?
Well, Gordon is coming off.
Well, I'm glad about that. He's okay for next Monday.
Yeah. Solanke, Bowen, and who's 19?
Morgan Rogers.
Oh.
Now, the Bowen one's interesting for me because I think he's got to kind of show up here because I'm not sure he's an England international. He just doesn't look good enough for me, but he's got a chance to do something now. Rogers is a big hulk of him. He's going to play on the left-hand side, but he's really a cam, Rogers. And Solanke, well, I'm glad to see him.
Madueke is coming off as well, so he's taking both the wide men off. So obviously Rogers will go left, Bowen right, I would suppose, and then of course Solanke's coming on. This has got to be for
Kane.
Harry. Has to be. Well, Solanke's come on. It's for Gallagher.
What? You're not taking me on. The golden this for me, yeah. We'll go. Anyway, free kick's taken. Bellingham looking for Bowen! And the commentator's curse strikes again.
Hey! Right.
Well done,
Come on, Billy. You've got to come up with a grab your granny phrase now.
Well, grab your granny, folks. She's going to go on the London Eye tonight. Whose eye it'll be, who knows? Goal for England.
Dear Christ. That's a hell of a finish from Bourne, you know.
It's a brilliant
I
one.
mean, he's coming in just on the edge of the box. That's a hell of a hit. No chance for Kelleher.
Well, he can't see, can he? I think he's still looking now for the ball.
Yeah, well, he's got Collins.
Great strike with his left foot. Yeah, great strike with his left foot.
What a finish that is.
First thing he's done of note as an international footballer, I've got to say.
Well, Billy, I mean, you've got a bit of a rep about this, mate. You know, substitutes coming on. You know, I mean, there was the Matt Ritchie one. Oh, what's he going to do? Scores with nearly his first touch. Of course.
Jamie O'Hara in the crowd.
Yeah, and of course, Jared Bourne coming on. Well, you know, he's got to improve his England and scores with his first touch.
Indeed.
I mean, you are without a doubt the most prominent motivator on commentary I've ever known.
Dear me. Anyway, they're all in down now. Well, they brought Cullen and Cullen's gone off and Moran's on. Whoever he is. Don't know who Moran plays for. Never heard of him.
It's not Kevin.
No, definitely not.
What a defender he was, by the way.
That was a hard man, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Famous for?
First man to be sent off in an FA Cup final.
Yes, he was.
Sent off impressed on you, that, Billy. Yeah,
it's very good. Sent off by a North East fellow as well. Peter Willis.
Peter Willis.
Anyway, Ireland on the attack. Can they get a consolation goal? Because that's all it will be now. Well, they might do. Alex got a shot on target there. And Pickford's kept it out. Well, that's kind of announcing yourself to the game, isn't it? Jared Bowen, brilliant finish.
Hey, do you know what, Billy? I made a cup of coffee about half an hour before we went live, right? I put it in this Newcastle United coffee thing, and I've managed to have 4 sips out of the fucker.
Is it still warm?
Still warm? It's on fire!
And England on the attack now. I think it's Rogers on the far side. Jones.
Some people are in the comments are saying, hope it doesn't give him confidence for next Monday. It's not Bourne. It's his team that are underperforming.
It was Bowen now anyway. He's on the attack again. With Smodics, gets a cross in. And, well, I'm not sure how. Solanke's missed that, to be honest.
Yeah. Defender just got ahead of him there, didn't he? Great run by Bourne. I think he's heard you, Billy.
He must have done. I'll show him. I'll show that fat twat.
His father-in-law will be impressed.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I forgot about that. Christ.
Oh.
Here's little Angel's coming on.
God, he is small, isn't he? Bless him. He's tiny.
Coming on for Curtis Jones. He's had a great game again.
Yeah. Do you know what, Billy? I'm going to give Curtis Jones my man of the match. I think he's been excellent today.
He has. He has indeed.
I mean, I could literally shut this lid, Billy, and use it as a bloody flask when I go to the football, you know.
There you go. Anyway, it's corner for England, which Jared Bowen's going to take. In swinger, left foot, looking for an England head. Finds only the Irish ones. Angel Gomez's first touch. Can he knock a roll in first touch? No, he can't. Back to Bellingham he goes. Cross from Bellingham. Looking for...
Oh!
It's a great goal. And it's
Bellis. It's the Southampton youngster, Billy. What a header that was.
What a fantastic cross from Bellingham. What a great header. It's a great goal. Great goal, Paul.
Yes, a great goal, Billy, but I'm waiting.
I'm trying to think. I was trying to delay things.
Oh, wait, Billy, you're the master at this. Come on.
Grab your granny, because the Saints have come marching in. Harwood Bellis has got his debut goal. 5-0 to England.
Do you know what, Billy? That is an absolute cracking header because he kept his eye firmly on the ball there. He could have been put off by the size of the Irish defender, but he didn't. Kept his eye on the ball. It's a cracking header.
Yeah, and what a cross from Bellingham.
Absolutely superb goal.
And of course, we were praising the goalkeeper, the Irish goalkeeper for the game. Is that 5 in since then?
Well, yeah. I mean, he hasn't had a chance with the goals, has he?
Can't blame him, but still. And Harry Kane, he'll be annoyed at that because that could have been his goal.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Irish trying to get something out of it.
Smodics
fell over and Smodics is in here. But Bowen's back to cover for him. But he's lost him again. Goes back to 15. Is that Manning? I think he is. Edge of the box where there's an Irishman waiting. Here's the 13 again. England get the ball away. Harry Kane make a token attempt to win the ball. And Ireland can build from deep again.
Nathan says Tuchel out, keep Carsley in. Nathan, give our. The
thing is, if those players hadn't dropped out, we wouldn't be seeing this.
No, we wouldn't have been seeing these teams. Definitely not. But I tell you what, it's an eye opener for Mr. Tuchel. It's sort of, these sort of, I guess we'll call them fringe players.
Yeah.
Tuchel's got a lot to think about.
I agree. It's been an excellent performance second half.
Why is Harry Kane at right back?
Well, he just played a ball across to Lewis Hall, and Lewis Hall plays it in for Rodgers, who's the only player that hasn't really made an impact since coming on the sub. And Hall's made a fantastic run. He's looking for him.
He's been on for like 4 minutes, man.
Well, he has done something in that time.
He's not Buck Rodgers, you know.
Fucking Ted Rodgers. The others all did it in 3-2-1, didn't they?
Aye, let's get Dusty Bin on as the next substitute.
Here's Gomez. He's very small, isn't he, Gomez?
So small. Bless him. Oh, God. How can you not love him?
He should be a jockey. I'm not a footballer.
He's
a brilliant footballer, though, isn't he?
He is. He doesn't even look like he's 5 foot, though. He's tiny.
Inside for Gomez again.
I mean, the ball nearly comes up to his hip, bless him.
Bellingham wide for Rodgers. Hall's ahead of him. Back to Gomez and back to Bellingham again. This is just keep ball for England. Is Hall. Good debut for Lewis Hall, Paul.
Yeah, I've been impressed with him. I think he gave the ball away once, but he came back and won it like he normally does. Very, very solid. And Livermento's had a brilliant second half.
Oh, good play this from England.
Yeah. Oh.
Bowen again. Oh, imagine if he scored again. Here's Livermento. Back to Bowen.
I think if Bowen scores again, we might see a sign in the crowd from Danny Dyer, Billy, saying, Billy, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. Hall, and it's be a corner ball to England on the far side there. One-way traffic, this.
I mean, Lewis Hall's, he's England's next left back for years to come. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. But I tell you what, credit Carsley for giving these youngsters a chance as well. I think he does have to take a bit of praise. He called a few up who, hadn't been involved, and he's given them the chance.
Well, I think Hall would have been picked anyway.
Yeah.
Corner, looking for an England head. Finds only a big Irish one at the back post.
Oh, Bellingham, man, stop it, you filthy bastard. Did you see him take that down on his shoulder?
I did.
Pure filth. X-rated filth.
Here's Jude Bellingham again. I mean, he's only 21, 22, isn't he? Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And anyway, this is Morgan. That's a free kick, referee. Foul by O'Shea on Morgan Rogers. A big fellow, him, isn't he, Morgan Rogers? Christ.
Well, you did call him a brick shithouse or something when he was coming on, Billy.
He's a big lad.
I mean, this is quite a young England team on the pitch now, and they're absolutely flying.
Gomez and Bellingham over the ball here. Of course, two players that play not in England, of course. Gomez in France and Bellingham for Real Madrid, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So what's Bellingham got planned for this?
They wanted you to say Billy Hall will never score.
Yeah, I can't see Hall scoring tonight. No chance.
No,
He is first on the edge of the area waiting for a knockdown here, I've got to say.
Yeah. Bellingham wants a goal.
Himself.
Oh. That was the strangest backheader I've ever seen in my life there, Billy.
Yeah, it was awful, but he got away with it.
It's like his neck was elastic.
5 minutes to go plus added time. 5-0 to England. Very good performance second half.
I mean, well, first half was a good performance, but they just lacked creativity up front. And I don't think it's down to Ireland going to 10 men, Billy. I just generally think that we've created some really good chances in the second half.
You'll get that if you hurry up. Ooh. Press from England didn't work, and Ireland get out quite nicely. And well, that play's run past, and Lewis Hall comes in.
Lewis Hall
gets his foot on the ball and wins a throw in. Fantastic from Lewis Hall there to beat Malumbi.
Yeah, Malumbi. I was a bit worried about Hall going in there, Billy, given how Malumbi's played so far.
Yeah. Smodic is going off, and on is coming McAteer.
Is this McAteer's son? I think is it Jason McAteer's son? I think it might be.
I'm not sure looking at him, to be fair. It might be.
Johnny NUFC says, Paul, would you say Stato is the same height as Gomez? Gomez is probably an inch higher.
Here's War Lewis. Has Bellingham inside, gives it to him. Bellingham's in crowd pleasing mode at the precise moment in time. Just lays it square this time, though, to Gomez. And he can play it square for Gray. He goes further wide for Bowen. What a pass that is. And Bowen inside for Livramento, who's really high up. And it nearly fell for Harry Kane, but he was too slow to get there. Of course he was. Brilliant from Livramento, that, but there's a free kick to the Irish. What a little backflip from Livramento there.
Oh, it was class. It was class. I thought it was a handball here by Bowen there, which I think, was it eventually given? Don't think there's any offside or anything. I think it was genuinely a handball, which they didn't blow for straight away. Oh, class again from Hall.
What a ball that is.
Oh.
Kane's in.
Oh!
And misses. Good save, Keller. One-on-one, that's the kind of thing Kane usually finishes, but good save from Keller.
Yeah.
Had his angles right. And blocked it away for a corner. What a pass that is, though.
Brilliant ball. Brilliant. Kelleher did well, actually. Stood up. Didn't go down too early. Good save with his feet. Very Nick Pope-esque save that was.
It was, wasn't it? Trying to force things now, England. Bowen has it. Goes all the way back to Livramento. And then Gomez.
Bowen's been all over the place since he came on, Billy. I don't know whether you noticed that.
He's like he's trying to prove a point to someone. I don't know what it would be.
Madness, isn't it?
Here's Bellingham. Here's the aforementioned Jared again. Back to Bellingham. Bellingham's going to whip one in. Far post.
What a pass. Oh!
And great touch from Rogers.
Oh, boy, nearly had a second.
Save. Good save. Thank God for Keller making that save there.
You're not booking him for that, referee. You twat.
This could be 7 or 8. This could.
Didn't hit it right, Billy. He just didn't get a true connection on the ball there.
Poor play. Just shows that it's real good. His first goal was a flash in the pan, doesn't it?
Oh,
Oh, dear me. Anyway, the Irish have it with their defenders. It's game over for them. And they're just trying to get a consolation. Long ball looking for the run of Parrott. He gets the head to it, but it's a flag for offside, I think, or a foul, one of the two.
let's give a foul. The flag's not up. I can't believe he's booked Little Angel for that. That was pathetic, referee.
He's had red cards in France. He's a vicious little
He's a Jack Russell, Billy.
Here he is now on the ball. Wide he goes to Lewis Hall. And further wide to Rodgers. And back to Gomez again. And then square for Bellingham, who's in the mood at the minute, trying to play a really horizontal pass there. Will Rodgers get that? He does. Did well to retrieve that. Here's Hall. Cross comes in. It's a great cross. It's Kane.
It's Kane, Billy.
It's a good cross, to be fair to Kane.
He's left back, he's right back, he's left wing, he's defensive midfielder. Oh, dear. Oh, God. Jude, man.
I mean, yeah, we only get himself sent off here. That'd be ridiculous, that would. It's sent off when you're 5 up.
Didn't Shaggy make a song about angels, says Chippers? Yes, he did. Darling, you're my angel. You're my darling angel.
3 minutes of added time we've got. Which is good, because the old turtle's head's poking out for me.
I really didn't need to know that, Billy, with me, you know, when we finish this stream, having my tea.
As long as you ain't got a nutty bar for tea, you'll be all right.
I was going to have a Snickers later on. I think I'll pass on that now.
Here's Gomez. Bellingham wants it at all times, and here he is. Now Livramento. Bellingham goes past his play with ease. Still has it. And plays it wide. Kane gets in the way of it. But the ball does find its way out to Rodgers in the end. He's got Hall on the overlap. Doesn't give it in. Plays it inside for Kane. Back to Rodgers. Rodgers with the cross. Nodded away. Will be a corner for England.
Oh. Bowen! Oh!
Yeah, shite. Absolute dog shit.
He's claiming a deflection.
Of course he
didn't have to give that a welly. It did get a deflection off 2 Irish players.
Well, the ref didn't see it, and I didn't see it either, so just a poor shot.
2-footed, Billy. Smacks that with his right. He can smack it with his left.
He can smack it anywhere with his left. I mean, the crowds have disappeared, haven't they? Christ almighty.
Oh, I know what it's like getting out of there, Billy.
It's a nightmare. Not far left to go now. Just a minute. Bellis has it. He runs it out of play.
Although, you know, it's in the centre of London, Billy. Them Man United fans, you know, 5-minute trip home and that.
Yeah. Oh, it's taking forever to take this throw in. If they take a bit more time, they can finish the game here.
Yeah.
Down the line, straight into Lewis Hall's chest. And Hall plays. That's a poor pass for Hall. Gives it away.
Oh,
good Bellingham. Tackle, though, for Bellingham. And here's Gomez tidying it up.
Oh, yes, sir.
And now Lewis Hall again. And we are half a minute from the end.
Kane's left back now, Billy.
Yeah, he is. He's obviously jealous of Lewis Hall's success, so he's come across to take a bit of it away from him. Here's Jared Bowen on the right-hand side. Inside for Bellingham. Perhaps time for one last bit of magic from Jude.
It's maybe a kind of magic.
Maybe not. I think England have settled for what they've got, and the ref is about to blow the whistle, I believe. And there he goes.
There he is. There's the whistle. It's a 5-0 victory for England today. Very, very, very good performance for Carsley's final game before Thomas Tuchel takes over. And I tell you what, he's given Tuchel a bit of food for thought with the youngsters that he's brought in to the squad and to the lineup today. And I think, Billy, from the word go, it was just a dominant performance.
Yeah, I mean, Tuchel will be happy about that because he wants to create a legacy with these young kids that we've got and some experienced ones as well, you know, the likes of Bellingham and people like that, this is a squad that can win things. Tuchel is one of the luckiest men alive, to be fair, to be getting this job now.
I guess so. But I think, I mean, you know, we have to look and say, right, is Tuchel going to follow through with his promise and play players that are in form? Because there's quite a few youngsters who are in form. You know, I know you need that blend of experience and youth, Billy, in tournaments. We've certainly got that now.
Yes, 100%. 100%. It's a golden generation again, isn't it? And
yeah,
you know, it just needs someone to kind of mould them in the right way, and England will win things.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
I don't think Stato's come back on, Billy, because didn't he say he was at a?
Yeah, he did. He's got a pub quiz, isn't he?
Pub quiz at 7 o'clock. So we'll end it there, guys, because I know Billy's desperate for a nutty one.
Eartha kit.
An Eartha kit, or he's going to lay some cable, drop the bends off at the paths, that kind of thing. But listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Well over 1,100 for an international game is superb. So thank you very much for spending the match with us and listening to our commentary. We really do appreciate it. Now the build-up, of course, starts to the Premier League getting underway again next weekend. Newcastle, of course, don't play till Monday night at home to West Ham on an 8 o'clock kickoff. But we'll have that game right here on the Toon Review for you for Matchday Live. And we will bring you a couple of other games over the weekend as well. Why not? We may as well. I think it's good when we can bring you more games. That's what we're certainly looking to do if we do start a second channel. It is going to be based on watching other games across the Europe, Billy. I guess we're going to cover the Champions League or the European leagues and stuff, the big games over there. We're going to try and do it all for you right here on the Toon Review or the second channel, whatever we decide to call that. We may put that to a viewers vote, actually, and see what the viewers would call the second channel. But that's a little bit further down the line. But thank you to the mods. Thank you for your Super Chats memberships. Of course, thank you to Billy and to Alex. But, of course, a massive thank you to you guys. Thank you very much. And, of course, a big shout out to our channel sponsor, Mamaru Records. Thank you, Steve. And please do check their website out. It's pinned at the top of the description. Or if you're ever in Whitley Bay, it's right in the center opposite Greg's. If you're into your vinyl music, get yourself down there and get some quality stuff from Mamaru Records. But in the meantime, we'll be back tomorrow, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and we bid you farewell.
How are the lads and lasses?
Come back and check out some green.